All right, y'all. We're gonna start with a song.
Yeah.
Just this is what I listen to on the way. But
To that place.
I'm just gonna play it and then I have a story.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. Money.
Welcome
to the 3-0 podcast where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shannon Petty.
And your boy Jeff.
White man's on the boards.
Yep.
Florida Mac is on the boards.
That's me.
Yeah, and we back for another Monday. I went to a mega church.
We probably should have said Pastor AJ.
Yeah.
Pastor Shannon Petty.
Yeah.
Pastor Jeff.
Yeah, you know.
I like that y'all started that with a little bit of praise and worship. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, he had
That's
to.
good energy. That's
Had
good
to.
energy.
So
We turned over a new leaf.
I had to go. I've been talking about this for like 3 weeks now. And just because I hadn't been to a mega church in so long, I said, I got to go. I got to see this pimping firsthand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's for
get
real.
the first-hand experience.
Yeah, I got to see it. And I've known a lot of people that have gone to this particular church in the area. I'm not going to say which one it is. I got recognized by like 2 people. So y'all know which ones y'all know where I was at this morning.
Yeah.
But oh my God, the pimping was crazy. No,
Yeah,
like the
you
pimping
gotta
was crazy. Nigga, the collection
delve
plate
into
went
what you
around
saw.
a couple times.
Yeah.
They usually do. Yeah, it's not even just once.
Bro,
for sure.
it was so slick. I didn't even, okay, first of all, the worship was long as hell. Oh, me and Jeff were talking about this before we started. The worship was long compared to the sermon that only lasted 35, maybe 40 minutes. It wasn't even a full hour. Like,
sure.
I'm so used to going to churches, especially black churches, where the dude is talking for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, to the
Like,
point where he's riffing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta sweat.
This was not it. And then also, I saw them pulling signs down when it was over. So I guess there was no second service. I think it was just one service.
Okay.
So they have an early thing. They have an early service. They used to have a sunrise service at 6 a.m. They moved it to 8, but then that pushed the regular service to like 12 or something.
Was it late
I
on
got
purpose?
there.
Or
No, I don't
11
even think they did
11
that
or
one this
something like
morning because I got there at 9:30
Okay.
and people weren't filing out.
Okay.
So I think they just did one service today, but they do Saturday service.
That's what, okay, so maybe I'm thinking of the Saturday service.
They do like Saturday, Sunday, and then I think they might have like a Tuesday or Wednesday service.
Okay. So once
Like, yeah,
those 3 days.
yeah, they have like 2 weekend days and then they have one during the week. So maybe that's why there was only one service because they're already doing it more than the regular. I know he specifically said Easter we're doing 2
Right.
because today they were not doing 2 and they were getting us out of there like the new group was coming in soon. So I wasn't sure what, you know what I'm saying? Like it felt like the way he was saying we're running out of time, I was like, oh, there must be another service coming in. But there were people picking up signs. So I was like, I think that's it. They just
He just had to go get another bag. That's all.
Yeah.
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 We're running out of time. I gotta do something else after.
All
He's
right,
like, we're
so-
going to switch this to Spanish for now, for the next one.
All right, so this was first Sunday. So y'all know first Sunday you normally do communion.
Yeah.
I got the full experience, and I hadn't been to church in forever, and I was like, oh, fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ate the Christ cracker this morning
Crunch crackers.
with the little shot of grape juice. You know?
I forgot they
Jesus
switched to
tastes
grape
good.
juice.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom, lost my damn seat. It got cracking in there. Like
that happens?
that little 5 minutes I was in the bathroom, I came back. I was like, "Whoa, it's packed in this bitch!" Like,
Oh, damn.
because
Your
it
seat
was
gone?
bro, my seat was gone. I was like, what the hell? Because I'm thinking I left my little thing there and everything, like my little booklet for the day. I just
They
knew-
just moved that.
they just moved it, sat their ass down.
No, that means the usher.
Yeah,
said,
the usher. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
Take that seat.
I had picked a decent spot right in the center, right in the middle. They have like a recording booth in the middle, so I was in front of them.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a good spot, you know what I'm saying, to where I didn't have to look at the screen. Ended up having to sit in the back and watch the screen pretty much. Even though I could see him decently. But
Honestly, it's just as good.
yeah, it
It's a
didn't really
production.
matter. Yeah. So, okay, let's just start with worship.
Yeah.
Let me hit the timer.
Chapter 1.
Just start with worship.
Yeah.
Okay, worship was
P&W.
worship was a whole, it was a concert. It was a whole concert. Nigga, there was smoke on stage.
Yeah.
There were lights. Okay, they came
Whoa.
out.
No,
Bruh,
no, he's for real.
It was. I got the pictures.
Lighting, light, professional lighting.
Yeah.
Backdrops on the screen. They got a projector up there. Like,
The lyrics.
shit.
Lyrics on the wall. Lyrics on the screen as well.
Yeah.
So you can
Karaoke
sing
style.
along.
Yep. They do it big. Oh, yeah. Look, triple screens. Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
there was 3 screens. Yeah.
Like a Travis Scott concert.
I'll airdrop it to you. so
You
you
went
can
to
see
a
it.
show.
Yeah.
No, it's legit. No, it's legit. And they do
Yeah.
that. They do that, like he said, at least 3 times a week.
Okay, but then so they come out. It's not a choir. It's like 8 people, maybe 9.
Yeah.
They come out. The stage lights are off, but the backdrop is on. So all you see are these silhouettes of people, and they're in the line. It's like 5 across and maybe like 3 behind them.
Yeah.
And they're in a line and they're just standing there. And all you see is silhouettes. The smoke is going, nigga. It's
Damn, what the hell?
no.
nigga. It's
No,
down.
Yo, this sound like a real, like a world tour concert.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga,
You're talking
it's-
like you're talking. We went to the 50.
yeah,
Bruh.
like the 50. I was about to say that. Like,
I was literally just sitting there, and then when the smoke started and the lights dropped, I was like,
You like, is Joel Osteen about to
This,
come
yeah.
and then they started playing music, and that nigga was up there. He was the lead. And then everybody was his backup singer pretty much, even though there was a moment when like one or two other people only got like small solos. This nigga was carrying the show. It was, if we were to group this as a group, it was like he was the star. That's how it looked. He was the star, and these were his backup dance. These were his backup vocalists. They even had a little choreography, nothing crazy.
Just keep it simple, you
They
know.
did the jump. You got the picture? Yeah, just don't put it on the screen. But they did their jumping around and stuff like that. I kept forgetting to pull my phone out. It was so lit. Oh my god.
No, it's lit. No, I totally agree. No, it's crazy.
I wasn't really rocking with the music though. You know, the songs,
Okay.
the lyrics was trash. The lyrics was trash.
Was it
like,
modern style gospel where it's kind of?
I guess kind of. You know,
hip-hop
sometimes with gospel, bruh, it's like just because you're saying like religious words over and over again don't mean the song slaps.
doesn't make it's secular
yeah.
music.
You know
It's
what I'm
still
saying?
secular.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, this
Yeah, I
shit's
know.
trash. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
hear
you're just saying words. As long as I'm praising the Lord,
Yeah.
the song, you know what I mean? The lyrics were kind of mid.
Yeah, like if they weren't talking about God, it would just be a trash.
It'd be a
song.
terrible song.
Yeah,
exactly. It would be a terrible song if they weren't talking
we're
about
not gonna
God.
give you a pass just because you're saying
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, literally. You know what I'm saying? And so
you're right.
the nigga he wasn't really that great of a singer.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like
okay.
he was good, but he wasn't really good though.
Yeah,
The girl was way better. You know
I
what
was
I'm
gonna say, they
saying?
ain't pop no acapellas or nothing.
She did.
the lady.
Okay.
went crazy.
The woman did. She went crazy. But he was the lead. So like he had solos, they just weren't hitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I wonder what she did to lose that position. It sounded like she was the lead at one point.
or he put them together.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's very competitive.
Yeah, it feels more
That's what I was
like
at, yeah.
it feels more like I put this super group together.
So when you heard okay, see, I guess I was telling you, I saw the live stream. You know,
Yeah.
earlier. So I saw pieces of it anyway. The lady, you can't tell me they didn't poach her from some random church. You know, they told her like, "Hey, yo."
They might have.
Yeah,
they
they
might
said,
have. They might have. I need to know what other churches are dominating in the worship service because that one wasn't it.
Yeah.
And but it was so long, bruh. Like the worship lasted forever. It was the whole thing was essentially a concert because, like I said, he only spoke for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes max. It was an hour of worship. I was like, what the fuck? Like, worship is normally, at least he should normally be talking longer than this. I wasn't mad at it because I was worried that if he sucked or I thought it was boring, that like I didn't want to have to sit through an hour of it. So it was good. I did like that it was only 30 minutes, but I do think the worship was way too long for them for the quality of them songs. You know
Yeah,
what
based
I'm
on what
saying?
you're saying, it doesn't sound like they just preaching the word the whole time. They're doing it through music more than through actual sermons. Because I mean, churches that I grew up in, it was like the sermon was the main thing.
Was the bulk.
Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
oh, that was a good sermon today. You heard the parents, everybody talking about how crazy he went with that sermon today, how he likened it to everything in life.
Yeah.
The pastor. So the pastor just went in for an hour and a half by himself. For an hour.
Yeah, back in the day when I was going to church.
That's how it was for me too.
know.
It was
I know.
not that. It was not that.
No, I don't think
now,
it's ever that.
I think they only cut worship short, but they didn't because it was communion, because worship continued right after communion. And then right after communion, see, I don't remember this either. I don't remember them getting the first plate popping before we even get into the sermon. They got the first pass around. before, and it transitioned so seamlessly.
That collection.
It was so savage. Oh my God, the pimping, I'm telling you. It was so savage because we were already taking communion. We're taking a piece of Christ.
Yeah.
Then, so we're already drunk off that. Let me not say that. We're up.
Yeah.
Spiritually, we're up.
Yeah.
Then he transitions that into a scripture that pretty much talks about sowing and reaping, but he didn't use sow and reap. He used sow. He didn't. He used another word.
No, he said so. No, so.
He said
used
so.
He said the word so many times.
But for reaping, he used eater.
Oh, okay.
He was like, a lot of y'all are just eaters out here. I was like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Felt called out.
He made this whole contrast between, he was saying that, he said, we don't grow our own food anymore.
Yeah.
Y'all all just go to McDonald's every
He
day.
said y'all are leeching off the land.
He said once upon a
No,
time.
we've gotten lazy.
Right.
Like,
He
yeah.
said once upon a time, McDonald's was a treat. Which I
Facts.
kind of agree with.
No. That is true.
That's
He was
true.
100% on
That's true.
point.
It was a special thing every once in a while.
He was cooking. No, he was cooking.
He was like, everybody's just plug and go. It's like everybody's just up for the reward. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta reap first. You can't just keep sowing. Like y'all just eaters. Y'all some eaters. Which I agree with.
In terms of his speaking from communion to before the sermon, I can rate that as like the intro or like the first two tracks. 10 out of 10. The nigga was going crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
He's good at
like,
what he does.
Like the communion part, fire. The transitioning into the, like, we're sowing because we're taking a piece of Christ to reading the scripture that talks about sowing and reaping, but a lot of y'all are just out here reaping. All y'all doing is eating a lot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just eating and you're not doing enough sowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then transitioning into that, pretty much stressing that you niggas is out here just eating. You ain't doing shit. You just, all you want to do is consume. He used that word.
As
too.
you're eating your Christ cracker.
Yeah, he's using, we've already finished the Christ cracker, but we're still on that spiritual high.
Yeah.
He was like, y'all are fat. I'm not gonna say it.
Then
I'm not gonna
he
say
says,
it right out.
Yeah.
then he stresses, he highlights how much we've been eating and says it's time for us to start sowing more, which is why we need to let these collection plates go around. I said,
No, he was right. Yeah.
I said, woo!
He said this,
I
this
was
collection
literally-
plate.
Nigga, I was back there. I said,
Yeah.
Boy, he let me down. I mean, I didn't even know I was getting there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he was about to start asking us for bread.
Yeah.
Like clockwork, dudes, raise your hand if you need an envelope. A QR code came on the screen. You can give in so many different ways. He scanned the QR code.
Yeah.
We got Zelle. We got
Zelle.
We got
No,
Zelle.
he listed them. He did. He
Yeah,
sat
we got
there and
Zelle,
patiently listed
Cashapp,
them.
Venmo.
We have all
Venmo.
that. Scan the QR code. You can do direct deposit.
Yeah.
You can, if you're writing a check, write it out to the what you see up on the screen. He went through. If you need an envelope, raise your hand. There's men walking through with envelopes in the air. People start putting their hands up. They start dropping envelopes off. I said, "Woo, this is getting wet. This is sick."
Damn, this is a sermon about just give me my
Bro,
He's good. No, he's good. He's good, man.
that was his best. I mean, that shit was tight. It was seamless. It had punch. It was like that for real. Like
Sounds calculated.
It was too good. I mean,
No, he was good.
It almost sounds like gaslighting.
He's
It's
got
like
that
shit.
down to a science.
Well, so that's
no
part of
questions
like,
asked.
isn't that the whole thing? You kind of just gaslight your people a little bit. You
Just
have
like
to
you
gaslight
eat
them.
too much. You eat too much bread, so you need to give us your bread. So
Right.
come on, let's
Oh
go.
my
He's like,
God.
y'all looking kind of fat in this motherfucker.
Bro, it was so.
He said, y'all see that plate
Yeah.
going around? That's the soil. I need y'all to sow them seeds.
Yeah, bro. Literally, that's essentially what he said. Essentially what he said. And then I noticed some of the people. Sometimes he didn't explicitly say it, but some of them were like, the bucket was going down, and then they would loop the bucket back around. So they really did a double run.
Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah.
You gotta do too.
Yeah, but then it came back around at the end of the sermon.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So then 3.
He closes that out. He's got enough. Okay, so now he's going to open up the speech. Now, I will say his actual sermon, which was about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. The actual sermon, I'm giving that like a 6 out of 10.
Damn.
Yeah, the only reason I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 is because he didn't time manage well at all. Like, there was, I think if I think it was 6 points. It was either 5 or 6 points. But long story short, we got caught on point number 2 for way too long. We got caught. out of the 40 minutes, we got caught on point 2 for like 20 minutes.
Too long.
You're talking
Way
about
too-
dragged
You're
it
talking
out.
about the farming reference. The sowing your seeds reference.
No.
held
He
on that too
closed
long.
that chapter.
Okay,
That was when the
okay.
buckets got picked up. This is the sermon now.
Oh, okay.
And it's called the sermon was water walking. That was the name of the sermon today.
Okay, what's that metaphor?
The water walking is Jesus was walking across the lake in the pond, and Peter did it as well too. So like the sermon was so good. So okay.
So you're admiring it.
The reference in the Bible was Peter was on a boat with other fishermen. Jesus was on a boat a little bit further in the distance. Jesus stepped out and just started strolling across the lake. And it started scaring niggas. They were like, oh my God, what's happening right now? And they were like, and Peter called out from his fishing boat and was like, Jesus, if that's you, call me over. And he was like, well, come over. So Peter climbed down off the fishing boat and walked across the lake towards Jesus.
Walked as well.
He walked as well on water.
Okay.
But then some wind started coming. And
I think it was the ocean.
No. It was a lake.
a lake?
It was a
Okay.
lake, yeah. And as he starts walking across, wind starts hitting, and he loses faith, and he starts to sink, and he yells out, "Jesus save me," or "Lord save me," or whatever. And then the Lord saves him, and then he lets him finish walking across. And he was like, essentially, "Why did you doubt me? Like, why did you?
Right.
Even if it is wind, why did you doubt me? Like, you lost faith, and you started sinking and stuff."
Okay, yeah.
And so, but the point of the service, that was the story from the Bible. The point of it was Peter left that fishing boat, and there were other disciples on the boat. So you stepping out and doing something out of faith, like people aren't gonna believe in it. Like you're gonna look crazy
Right.
stepping out on this water
If you don't have faith.
if you don't have the faith or whatever. Because and think about it, 12 other people still didn't. They were still doubting as they see you walking across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So long story short is you got to be different if you really want to walk in this light. You know what I'm
light, yeah.
saying?
And you got to take that step.
And yeah, you got to take that
Step on
step.
the water.
And
Despite
you're-
what other people think, yeah.
One of the highlighting things was you are different. You know what I'm saying? You're different, and when you do things the right way, you're gonna look different compared to everybody else. So there's 6 points within this sermon. Like I said, he got caught on the second point for a little too long. Like the boat reference, he had an inflatable boat on stage and everything. But he got caught on the
It's in the budget.
Yeah, he got caught on the boat reference a little too long. But it was just interesting hearing how he tied. Okay, so his preaching style, I can understand why young people go there because he had things directly geared towards each demographic that was in there, right? And like you could hear that demographic like yell out their amens and hallelujahs when their part would come
Came
up,
in. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like everything was real. Like there was moments in there about business. There was moments in there about he started talking about Trump, Biden, and John F. Kennedy Jr. I was like, what the fuck
shit,
is
got
happening right
political.
now? Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
He's just trying to hit every base.
Yeah, he's hitting every base. And then there was another point when he was like, mind you, the whole thing is, but you're different. You're gonna look different. You're gonna be built different. He even had one for like chicks with an attitude. He was like, so what? My mama always said I had an attitude. God made me different. I was like, okay, this is getting a little crazy.
A girl said that. Wait, who said that?
The preacher said that.
He said that from
said-
the perspective of
So
women?
like you're different. So what? You people always say you have an attitude.
Oh.
My God made me different.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I was like, this is a little. Yes, you're losing me. Like
Yeah.
this is starting to get a little
It's like,
crazy.
it's
you know?
isn't it? Nah, give
Yeah,
it a
like, and then it wasn't even because a preacher might bring up your job, right? Be like, I have faith to leave my job, right? No. That's PG. He was like, I have faith that I'm gonna get this money. I said, you gonna get this money? I said, nigga, what you say? I said, what?
You just might as well just say it.
When I say every group was hit,
Yeah.
all of us got hit.
I wonder if he would have gotten upset, like if I was there and I raised my hand and was like, yeah, but if everybody's different, then nobody's different. Because that's the whole point of being different is like you are unique.
Oh man, they would have got you up out of there. You ain't finna. Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, look, man, we're live streaming to the world right now. Get the fuck out of here
Look,
with,
it's too logical.
with all these goddamn questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And they have legit security too. There's no thing.
oh yeah, and police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concert style.
So he goes through that, and like I said, out of the 40 minutes, he got caught on point 2 for too long. So he ended up having to to rush the last 3 points. So he really wasn't able to give as many and really to unpack this message that he had because the last 3 points really got rushed. We got through those in 10 minutes, 3 points in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little rushed. And I would say it was kind of weird. Because it was he was kind of losing people during 2. But then when he started getting them back during 2, he wouldn't leave 2. Almost like he didn't have confidence in his last 3 points either. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe he was cooking so much to him on the first one that he kind of just overextended himself and then realized I don't have that much time left because it sounds like the time blocks are pretty sectioned off.
It felt strict. Yeah. It felt we needed to get. So there was a time limit to this.
It's I got a 30-minute set. I got to really do this the right way.
That's really how it felt.
He definitely has a set to come when he comes in the door for sure. He definitely comes in with a set.
That's what I want to see. I want to see preparation. I want to see the behind the scenes preparation for a pastor like this. How do you prepare for this set list? What do you do? How, you know what I'm saying?
I imagine
are you watching yourself in a writers, but are you watching yourself in a mirror? Are you in a dance studio going back and forth?
How you would
are you
for any other performance?
Is it just touched by God, or is it I'm really making sure this is? You know what I'm saying?
It has to be
you know they do sound check. You know they do a rehearsal. They gotta do it.
He got his reps in already.
Yeah, he got his reps in already. So he just
probably
it's off the cuff.
easy.
He writing that shit.
He
writing think he's writing it?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
He's writing it and then going off of what he already knows because
I don't think he's freestyling.
He probably knows the Bible really well. Picks a story.
Yeah, he's got his bullet
says,
points.
Yeah, and then says I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, I think he knows what his.
But even then, you still got to kind of practice, right? Or not? You don't think
He
so?
knows the Bible or he studied it.
I would think he would have to or at least memorize it to some degree. He wrote it, so therefore you don't have to sit there and it's not written.
And at the same time, most people haven't read the Bible, so he could preachers can literally make up anything. Yeah, he got off the boat and he came out of the plane and all that stuff. I was like, oh shit, what yeah. You just got off the plane. It's in the chapter.
There's not too much prep because when you really think about it, it's most preachers are reading 1 to 2 scriptures and they're just dissecting that for 30 minutes. So it's that's all he needs is
just pick one.
Yeah, all he needs is the scripture. You can't mess that up because we're all reading that together. Yeah. And then all he needs is his 5 or 6 bullet points that he can riff off of. He's been riffing for so long. There's no way he's writing the whole thing down. He's writing down 4 clever points that he got. And that's it. He's going after that.
Okay.
I think you see more practice reps in a 1 to 2 to 5 year person. But once they got 10, he said he was at year 21. So this is water. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing.
He said he's at year 21.
That church has been around for 21 years, he said.
He hadn't been a pastor for 21 years though.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But he said this is 21 years young.
Because the only reason I say that is I'm he seems like he's maybe 40.
I was gonna ask how old is he?
I think he's 50.
50?
He could be 50.
I think he's 50.
He just dresses really young.
He does. And he's in shape. So it's whatever his youth is, he's holding on to his, he's not aging badly. You know what I'm saying? But he does dress younger. So yeah, for sure.
Because his kids are kind of on the young side, I feel like.
He might not have had kids so mad late. He might have had kids at 40.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that's over 1,000 sermons though, delivered.
So yeah, man. So yeah, I would say he had to rush his point, so they didn't hit that well, and it kind of caused the stumble into asking for the last donation. A little rough too. I didn't appreciate it as much. You know what I'm saying? The first one,
just pass it around.
The first one I had to appreciate. I mean, it was so.
The way it's almost like that's how I admire YouTubers. When you're watching the video and then they just seamlessly go into an ad.
They segue.
And it's related to what they're talking about. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that we just fell into an ad.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You know what? I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah. So that's how that first one was hitting on.
And don't mess that up, AJ. It's not donations, it's tithes and offering.
Is that what I said?
That's it.
You said donations.
No, this one actually was for donations.
Oh, really?
The first one was tithes and offering. Okay. The second one was donation.
To actual
It was for a park they were raising money for.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of park. So that one was donation. The first one was the tithes and offering though.
Okay.
Yeah, he made sure to tell us at one point how to divide up our tenths.
Oh yeah.
Your 10% is going to come to the church.
Yeah.
He definitely was lacing us giving back to the kingdom quite a bit throughout that speech too. He was definitely warming us up to open our wallets again.
The kingdom needs a new porch.
Yeah. It was a lot of kingdom. You've been working this job, and so what? You hate the job. You're a lawyer. you have money to give to the kingdom now. I said,
Oh my God.
I said, okay.
Just for
He
that
said-
one.
He said some crazy shit.
That would scare me, bro.
He
So
said
wait, you said
there
a
was
tenth? A tenth?
a tenth.
So is that like a
It's like
universal?
10%. That's like-
10%.
Yeah, that's like the thing.
So no matter how much you make, you're supposed to give 1/10 of your.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to the
That's supposed to
church.
do.
Everybody's supposed to give 1/10 of their salary. Interesting. That's a lot of money, bro.
I was gonna say that could be
And
either
you
a
don't
lot,
pay
or like
taxes.
nothing if you don't really have much to give. That could be almost nothing, but that's still
For
10%.
sure.
Still a lot.
It's 10% for
It's still 10%.
for your poorness.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
So
you think the Lord is free? Shit.
yeah.
you ain't getting this Lord for free.
So what's I about to say?
Going after that last one, he rushed the point
He
at
rushed
the last
it.
end. And and then you didn't like the way he passed around the plates the last time.
So you passed it around the first time, and that was the ties, right? Yeah.
Yeah, then he was saying he oh, this is the crazy shit he said. He said he was talking about jobs because he kind of put it, he was like, teachers don't get paid enough. Long story short, he said something crazy shit. He almost said, don't be a teacher. because they don't get paid enough.
Oh.
They don't. He pretty much said, "Don't be a teacher because what you sow from that isn't enough to live off of." I said,
Oh, so you basically
No, they
said,
believe
yeah.
it. No, absolutely. They believe in wealthy black people there.
Yeah,
for sure. That's very important
yeah.
to them that you are a successful black.
Oh, for sure.
Or monetarily successful.
"No, yeah,
black
dead
person.
ass, yeah," because it was like they definitely told me what 2 jobs not to go for, and it was like one of them was definitely a teacher. I can't remember what the other one was, and then they
One of them
transitioned-
was definitely a teacher.
a teacher.
I thought you said
And then
DJ
they-
for a second.
And then they transitioned that over to, yeah. So what? You're a lawyer. You know, you have more to sow to the kingdom.
This sounds like a pretty like elitist kind of.
These niggas is getting money. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that. I knew it.
That's why I don't think I could do a mega church. I don't think that would have been my thing. Like,
If you're really going, I have.
because I would feel like being like I'm doing sales for as long as I have too. I would like just see things and feel funny. You know what I'm saying?
You'll
Like,
see his
Oh,
whole
yeah,
marketing.
yeah,
Maybe
strategy.
if you're maybe if you're in sales, you probably be best as a preacher. You
Oh,
know?
yeah, for sure.
You know,
No questions
because you're
asked, yeah.
selling Jesus to
I would
people.
love to
You
know
it's just
his
sales.
his major. I bet you he's a marketing major.
No, he might have, because you can go to college to be a pastor.
Yeah, for
Oh, I
pastor,
know.
yeah.
So
I know
he
it's
might
good
have
for
one
him.
of those degrees, but
Not
he's-
a lot of people do, but I know what you mean.
no,
You
he
can.
strikes me as somebody with an MBA for sure.
Probably.
Definitely, yeah. That's
He
what
gives
like
me-
business major.
He gives
Yeah.
me MBA vibes for sure.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, it was a lot of.
Just start
gotta
a
have
church.
that- you gotta
Start a
The way
church
you
and
nodded
get this
your-
money. Because you saw it firsthand.
I
You're
saw
like,
it. I saw
okay.
it.
You were
I
taking
saw
notes.
it. I saw it.
Words can't even describe.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
The
He was-
hustle, the
he
hustle.
He punked us a couple times. He said, "Y'all drove all the way here. You better stand up." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, he said, "You could have got this on YouTube." I said, "You right. You right. You stand up."
Did you feel called out? I was like, what the fuck?
So here's the thing. All right. So I realize that's just a tactic that that Baptist churches use in the South, especially. If you try to leave early, they'll call you out in front of everybody. They'll make
A spotlight. Hey!
Yeah, they
will
definitely
make
don't
an
let you-
example out of people.
They definitely don't let you leave when the collection plate's going around.
Right.
They halt all movement. That's
be like-
when the ushers are no. So everybody sit down. The collection plates are out.
Don't try to
If I
leave
gotta
now.
use- if I got to use the bathroom, they gonna tell me to sit down.
Oh yeah,
They'll try to-
there's no movement. Nobody in,
Because
nobody
they're gonna
out.
think you wanna
because
leave.
there's too much money going around.
I would want to go there just to challenge that.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
No, they'll make an ambiguous example. They'll be like, "My friend over here trying to leave." There's some folks who trying to leave.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
folks are trying to leave when
See,
the collection.
now,
when
that's the
collection
devil
plate
right
goes
there.
around.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's more of a security. We got to make sure these you don't walk by and dip into one of
in
these
the bag,
buckets.
That's true.
I think I feel
That's
like
true.
that's what it was. More one of those.
I didn't even think about
what
that.
a
No.
crime.
We need to keep as little movement as possible. The only people that need to be moving is us with these blue buckets.
I just want to see how they react to a person who just keeps going though. Like that's all.
keeps going. Oh,
Yeah, like I'm getting up,
yeah.
I'm leaving,
That's
and I'm going to the
unaffected.
bathroom.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
unaffected by it.
Yeah.
I
Put
hear
his
you,
hand
but
on his-
you know what
on
I'm
his
saying?
Glock.
Like,
They'll probably have.
I've already given my tithes. I got to use the bathroom.
If you keep going, they'll probably escort you. Like they'll personally take you.
Okay,
over there.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And watch
like-
you piss.
Yeah. So you're definitely gonna get escorted.
I'm not gonna defend myself or anything. If like I said,
But
if
yeah,
you're
it was,
already talking about me. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, it was interesting. So yeah, service ends. Service ends and
Good ending.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a rough outro.
It was that whole thing that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
why I just give the overall sermon 6 out of 10, just because it wasn't paced correctly. His swag,
sounds like you give him a 9.
I give him an 8. I give him an 8 because he lost himself a couple times in it. You know what I'm saying? Where he wasn't doing enough, but demanding crowd feedback. But overall, I'd say 8 out of 10.
Said that bar doesn't warrant call and response, bro.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely had those vibes a couple times.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Where I was like, that wasn't your punchline. And then it's like 2 lines later, you're like, oh, now we lit. You know what I'm saying?
Brought it back.
Yeah.
Trying to be deep.
On our way out, he's telling us, make sure y'all drop in the, oh man, what do they have? They have tithe boxes.
Kiosks. They have kiosks.
Yeah, a little kiosk. You could just drop some bread in if you felt like it. And it's called offerings. I
don't remember what they call them specifically, but it's like those little cryptocurrency ATMs, but they're in the lobby. And
they definitely have those in the lobby, but I'm talking about inside the service. It was like offering something. They just had an ATM in there. That's all. It wasn't. I didn't see a cryptocurrency one at least though.
I could see.
Actually, I did see one of those.
I will say though, if you make everything through a QR code or whatever, you don't have to worry about your church getting robbed. You don't have to worry about people stealing out the basket.
Yeah. Oh, this is another thing.
Money.
Okay, so he's on our way out. He ushering us out, right?
Yeah.
There's a huge lobby, and it's a huge lobby.
It's grand.
It's pretty big, like just open floor plan. And there's somebody out there on a microphone, and they got a coffee shop.
It's a Starbucks.
Like
by
a
the way.
coffee.
It's not just a coffee. It's a Starbucks, bro.
No, it's not.
It's a Starbucks.
There was nothing said Starbucks.
Did they leave? Cause no,
it's not there no more. It's not there. It's not there.
Oh,
no
they
more.
might have dropped because it was literally a Starbucks.
No, this was independent. Everything was independent.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
I don't want to say the location, but
this
I'm like the one I went to was a Starbucks.
This was theirs. Like everything theirs was theirs, and the dude was like, "Come on out, come on out." Mind you, there's a bunch of people that are waiting to greet you and have a conversation with you. Go over there and get you a drink from the coffee stand. We know the service made you thirsty. Or they had a popcorn people out there. Come over here and get some popcorn. You gonna need something to wash it down. Go visit. Go get a smoothie over at our thing. So he's a dude like working the room.
Yeah.
Like announcing stuff. Come spend that black dollar. I said, oh,
that's what he said.
Man.
That's
stuff. Now that was gonna be my question actually. How many people in these spaces do you think are actually just swindlers? Like people who go there without feeling like they're part of the service for real. They're not really there for God. They're literally out there like this is an opportunity to swindle.
That's
do you
the
think there's a good
question.
amount? Do you think there are people out there like that?
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, I think at this point that's
the
a
majority.
machine. I feel like that place is so big that it's a machine, and so you're just like a piece of that machine. At this
part
point.
of church for me is like if I go and I'm there for the service or whatever, I don't like to be talked to too much because I'm there. I'm here for my God. I'm here. I got what I need. I'm here for the pastor. I'm here for the service. I'm kind of in and out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So many people chop it with you about certain things, and they have so many things they want to invite you to and do things. And sometimes I'm like, some of this is community, but some of it I'm like, are you just trying to get it? You know what I'm saying? Like get clientele.
Oh, to get you to pay for these little trips
or whatever and everything. Like yeah.
It has to be the majority. It has to be the majority because it's like think about it. Like, does God really need these many places of worship, or are these people really delving into something into some kind of business? You know?
Yeah. Well, I think it's a little bit of both. So I don't know the percentage. I'm having a hard time saying what the percentage is because I don't know if I want to go over or under 50. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. You think it's one to one, almost.
I know Bill Maher would say 90.
You mean profit versus actual, like
people there for the religious
doing
purpose.
It out of that.
But then you also got to think about this too, like mega churches. Sometimes, not all mega churches feel like I'm just getting money off you, right? Mm-hmm. Some of them you're really just paying because this is one of the nicest public speakers in the world right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, even if he didn't use the Bible or any sort of religion, he's so nice on the microphone. Mm-hmm. We're paying for this. We're paying for this motivation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He doesn't even have to reference God. He can just talk about, he can motivate you to go do a 12-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? At work. Like, I agree. So like some people, you're going to end up at megachurch, period. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're too good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame all of them because there are some of them like that. Now, having that type of money is going to lead to a high level of temptation because people are so excited to pay you because you're just good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? And just money in itself will do that to people. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people might get into, that's why it's hard to tell the percentage, because some of them might get into it with pure intentions,
and then
but then it's just like, God damn, I'm getting more. I can't even believe how much money I'm getting right now.
It's like absolute power corrupts absolutely. So
exactly. Yeah.
I think what happens is that it's never they're never transparent about the split, about how the money coming in splits.
Oh, they don't
and
have
so
to.
no, and yeah, but don't really think you have to. You should have to, but it's just that. I think if you really knew how it's split, how the money coming in was coming, how much, if you knew like what percentage of that was going to that pastor, I feel like some people might feel a little differently, but some people might. Some people might not. Some people might not care. Some people might not care. But I'm.
Yeah, some people might say it's worth the experience or it's worth what he's doing.
Worth
like
the
let's allow him to give us this or whatever, you know.
Right.
Yeah, like TD Jakes, even if you're not religious, you'll go.
You'll go, yeah.
He's entertaining.
And if I got the money, I'll drop 50.
And there is
20,
an argument to
like,
me that if you're quote unquote the best at anything, you deserve what comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
So you think
Oh,
charisma,
exactly,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Charisma is something that is worth paying to see or whatever. Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah, like TD Jakes, like begging for scraps to keep the lights on in his facility every week would be insane.
It'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, bro, he's smoking all public speakers. It's like, come on, we can give him
for sure.
Yeah.
more money than the average person.
It's just hard to imagine because the word of God and Christianity and Christ and all of this, like at its purest level, doesn't involve any of the monetary or any of the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about the word. It's all about
Jesus
all
was
that.
not rich.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it's hard
yeah.
to like to think about it that way, because if you're purely a Christian or you feel strongly about that, the most important part of this is the word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if Jesus wasn't, he was against the rich, actually. You know, he was, you know, so that's why it's kind of ironic, you know, like how much money is in the churches, despite the fact that the figure that you're worshiping wasn't against.
The laws alone.
Yeah.
Tax free.
Yeah.
Just the laws alone.
Yeah.
It's a tax haven. Yeah.
So
that's even
that's a scammer's dream. What, nigga? What?
No, I know it's tax.
Yeah.
Not only
I can speak a little bit. Like the Brooklyn pastor, he was in jail for fraud, got out and became a megachurch pastor.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So they double down. The government double down because because one, you're tax exempt, and then you get subsidies if you hook it up right. You get subsidized by the government.
Oh yeah,
Depending
yeah.
on how you work, especially if you put a school in there, because that was my understanding. Like once
almost all of them get to that point.
Once you put a school, you start getting government subsidies.
Yeah.
So like it's now they're paying you. Now the government's literally paying you to operate this place.
And then when you hear about that, then it's like, damn, if I start a church,
exactly,
you know. So then that's why I'm saying, how many people get to that point where it's just like, damn, if we start.
Have
a
you
church,
ever met somebody who was like on the come up as a pastor?
Not on the come up.
I've been to a mini church that wants to be a mega. I've been to one.
Yeah. Those are crazy too. I've been to a couple of those.
I've met people who said they wanted to go into school and stuff and do it, but I've never met somebody like actively, like in the midst of their rise. Technically, you know what I'm saying?
I've been to a service in somebody's living room.
Oh.
Where it's like 20 of us, 30 of us
one of those.
In the house, and we're raising money to get our first building.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
But that feels like that kind of feels like a pure intention.
Those are real. Those are real.
That feels like
they almost
legit.
always start really pure.
Yeah,
they almost
that's how
always
I feel.
start really pure.
Yeah.
How many does it corrupt? I don't know.
You taste that
I
money.
would like to have I wouldn't mind having a friend like that. If I had met him, like a person like that, and that was their thing, I'd go to him for my spiritual advice.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that'd be the nigga that I go to for everything
I've been
when it
to
comes to
plenty
that.
of those. The living room Bible studies, you know, stuff like that. Like sometimes it's like that one couple, like that's like they're on the way. Like I went to a customer's house at work. Oh shit. I went to a customer's house at work and they were getting their front yard graveled for more parking for the people that they host at their house.
Okay.
So it's like they're on that vibe right now.
Yeah.
But then normally when you go to those situations, like they had like 8 kids.
Yeah.
You know, it gets real.
You know.
It gets real biblical.
And they're all like they're working they're the little church workers.
That's when things start to get a little iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, like purity is like something that's like hard to dictate, because you could even look at it in terms of like anything else, like music, like hip hop. You know, like how many how many people, artists, rappers in the game right now would you say are doing it because they fucking love hip hop, or they're doing it because it's a get rich quick,
makes a lot of money.
You can put that on any profession right now.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But churches are not exempt.
No, they're not.
So you have to still pose that same question: how many people are doing it for the love of God versus those tax write-offs?
A lot of these folks at this point that are running mega churches are often second or third generation pastors themselves. So they grew up seeing it. They grew up mentoring underneath someone that was doing that exact
and there's
thing.
a lot of the times when like your church gets passed off to you type shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where like you are the pastor's son.
There's a ton of nepotism
you know what
involved.
I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of that, especially in terms of those buildings.
Yes. Yeah.
And when it comes to those buildings.
And then the
sure.
children of pastors,
Yeah.
the children of pastors are wilder than we are.
Always.
Because they have to suppress all those natural feelings for the.
Well, because you grew up wealthy, low key.
And low key, on the lowest of keys. Like, we're kind of getting it.
Private school.
And on top of that, too, dog, it's like, especially the ones that like follow the religion down to like contraceptives. They always have like 8 kids. They have too many kids to even handle. Like, there's too many of them. Like, so they're doing all type of like, you can't even keep up with all of them. Then on top of keeping up with all of them,
you can hear it.
Right.
I can hear it.
This nigga breathing hard as hell.
Real hard.
Yeah, on top of trying to keep up with all of them, it's like they be like low key like everybody can watch your kid because we trust all of our church folk.
Right.
We haven't even touched on that part.
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
church.
So
There's
to raise
playgrounds at every church, and we
so
haven't
it
even
gets a
touched
little.
on that.
Gets a little. We're not gonna go down that path today, but
I know, but just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
A lot of shit just that's when shit starts getting wicked. Like the church that was near my house, a lot of them have built like the church that was near my house in Philly. The house across the street was the church's house. So
I know about the.
So it's like, and there's a lot of those too.
Yeah,
where
where
the church has the pastor's house.
That's so common.
Yeah, where you live there for free.
I respect that. I actually totally respect that.
That makes sense. Yeah,
because we see where you live.
Yeah,
we know what you're living like. We know you're not in a mansion.
It's like the church, and they also have like houses for the church board.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you are a
I
kept
haven't seen
person
that.
because it's like the church takes care of you because we respect what you do. So I know you're not paying rent somewhere. I know you're not struggling trying to find a place to live.
Right. We're putting you up.
I know you're up. I know you got a place. Matter of fact, the church, we could put in a collection to get you a Toyota Corolla. That's what's up. I'm all about that.
Yeah, they do that.
We'll get you a brand new Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
What we're not going to do, though, is fund your Maybach.
Yeah,
every third Sunday.
That's a fact.
I
That's a
literally
fact.
know pastors.
We will buy
I
you
think
a
the
brand
one
new
you
Honda.
went to, I think I remember somebody telling me he has a driver every few Sundays. He has I think it's on the first Sunday actually. He has a driver.
Followed him.
Yeah, he has a driver.
What you say? You followed him? Oh, you should have followed him.
Should have followed him. Shit might have got scary for a second.
It might have. Yeah,
Niggas might have been like,
yo,
a car might have pulled up behind you.
Niggas
And
been
been
like,
like,
what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It might have told him like lose him.
It might have got treacherous.
losing is crazy.
I was trying to beat that traffic just because I didn't know how savage the parking lot was going to be. And trying to get here at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because they gave me parking in the front, but I was also furthest from the exits.
Oh, okay.
Because the building was in the middle.
Yeah.
No, I dipped out on time, but I didn't really linger.
Okay.
Dude, the parking is so
Well,
fucked
that's the thing. How'd the conversations go amongst the rest of the people there? Did they converse with you? Did they try to say, "Oh, it's your first time here"?
Yeah, I couldn't
Any
spark
of
a
that?
conversation with anybody. I definitely got that vibe.
You
Like,
could have.
Did anybody
if I
spark one
wanted
with
it,
you?
like, yeah, for sure. Oh
Okay.
yeah, people were really friendly with me too.
Okay,
you
good,
know what I mean?
good,
Like,
good, okay.
especially because I went to like the first time visitors booth and stuff like that.
Okay,
Those
okay.
people were extremely friendly and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they didn't have me walking around with no name tag that said I was a first visitor. But if I did, I'm sure
Virgin.
people.
Nah.
I'm sure people. I'm sure people would have like kept coming up to me and saying like,
saying
"What's
stuff.
up?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Right.
But everybody was. But I felt like even without that, I could have just went up to somebody
Oh.
and just had a conversation. Just told them, "Hey, this is my first
what it
time.
felt
Like,
like.
what's your name?" Like everybody, I definitely got that vibe for sure.
Okay.
I understand 100%. The girls that I've met that have gone there and the girls that I've dated that gone there, they make 100% sense to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the connection.
Really?
I know
Okay.
exactly
No,
why they were the way they were.
It
No
makes
questions
That
asked.
one sentence that he said up there.
They
Yeah.
produce some very confident religious individuals out of that church. Like you will come out of there if you go there regularly. Like, you are confident and you want to be a business owner. Yeah, yeah.
It's a little bit of false confidence because it's like the pimping is strong in there too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know your blessings involve a small
So-
business.
I don't know how to say this. I could find a wife in 90 days.
There.
Oh
Let me say- I'll say that.
90 Day
yeah,
Fiance.
90 Day, no questions asked.
Because I feel like the median age is like 31. And it's just a bunch of 33-year-old couples, a bunch of couples that are 33 who have a 1-year-old. Everyone has a 2-year-old.
That's a fact.
Or
There's a lot of
1-year-old.
kids.
Literally,
Now,
everybody
it
has a
did feel
2-year-old.
like, I thought that a lot of more younger people went there. There were definitely a decent amount of younger people, but I thought it was going to be more, honestly. Like,
I kind of did too.
but it was a lot of people. It was a really wide. It was a pretty decent wide range. Now, it wasn't overpowered with older people on any level, though. You know what
it's
I
a
mean?
young people's church.
So, but even when I hear that, I thought it'd be younger. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was still like, I feel like 40% of it were like 40 to 60-year-olds.
Well, yeah, you
know
got to
what I'm
remember
saying?
still, like, especially in today's time, like, you got to go clubbing first. You got to get that shit out your system.
Yeah.
Like, once
So
you hit like
young
20,
there's a different number to young.
it's a
there.
few of those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
sprinkle.
yeah.
But once you hit to like 27,
but that number was high.
what you mean?
Like even
The club
even,
age folks.
Even
The club
though-
age folk, that number was high.
That number was high.
But in reference to the amount of people there in general, it was
yeah,
low.
for sure.
I agree.
No. It was still a lot. I don't know. In my mind, I just thought 80% of it would be
That
25 to 45.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
what I thought. And I still saw a nice amount of people in 50 to 70 or 45 to 65. You know what I mean? Like I saw a healthy amount. I still saw a healthy number of that.
okay.
Yeah.
Even though there was still like 40% of people that were like 25 to 40.
Oh, there were
35. There was a nice, it was at least.
But what about the people who were like just like 25? Was it like a large amount of them?
It's a pretty decent group considering it's a church.
20%, 15% maybe?
I'll give you
about
probably
20.
50%.
But everybody else primarily like 30 up.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
I feel like the folks that are 20-something years old in there is because they had a kid.
Probably.
It's because they had a kid, and then now they're there with they have a 1-year-old, like I said, and they're there with
you can
their
find a stepdad in that
20-something-year-old
bitch.
wife.
You can
and
definitely
they're-
find a stepdad in that
Yeah.
joint, for
Yeah.
sure.
And then you also have to keep in mind too that some people, like you're just guessing people's ages, but some people look older than
That's
they
true.
look,
Yeah,
and then
true.
some people look younger than they are. So it's you have to keep that in mind too. Like,
Because in my mind, definitely a lot of the people that were working there were older, which that does make sense. They have more time.
That makes
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because at first I was like, man, it's like everybody in here is old, but I got there 30 minutes early too because they didn't have the damn fucking service time on the website.
Right.
So I thought it was 9 a.m. I thought I was getting there halfway into worship. I'm 30 minutes early. And then I sat for 30 minutes. Then I went inside, hour worship, 20-minute communion, 30-minute service. You know what I'm saying?
So it's 2
went
hours
right through
altogether.
lunch.
Yeah. And I was there longer just because I got there 30 minutes early.
I never understood the concept of holding a service through lunchtime.
Wait, so it started at 11?
Started at 10.
10, right?
And I was out by 12. Oh, wait. Yeah, I was out by 12:45, 12:50.
Oh, so it was like 3 hours altogether,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, 10. No, it was almost 2 hours. It was 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
It was 10 to 12 pretty much. We got out at like 11:50.
Okay.
So it was like an hour 50 minutes.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
You
I
said
got
you went
there,
through lunch?
but I got there at no, it didn't go through
It
lunch.
didn't really.
Okay.
Actually, that's not a bad.
It gets
yeah.
out at noon.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much.
Considering a lot of Baptist churches beat like 3 or 4 hours. I feel like it'd be like 3 hours. By the time you
Oh
include
yeah,
praise
you
and
normally
worship,
you might not leave till 1, 2.
Yeah.
which that's not nice.
That's crazy.
That's not nice because
This is new age. They got
Yeah.
this nigga had money to get.
which
you know
also
what I'm saying?
we're also talking about that's like small town where they're gonna serve you a meal at the end of it potentially anyway.
Facts. Like as a newcomer, I should have had like a hot plate. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I
like-
wonder if
that's
like,
on some
it's
southern
too
I'm
shit.
used to
people,
seeing like
bro.
the potluck and stuff
It's
happen and
too
all that too.
many
too many
people
people.
to do potluck. Yeah.
There was a nigga DJing the floor.
No, for real. No,
It's
for real.
telling
Yeah.
us there's a popcorn stand, there's
Yeah.
a bookstore.
What?
Come spend that
You
black
talk
dollar.
about take me out to the ball game, baseball style, like
No.
we
Yes.
walking down the.
Yes.
They have that.
with
in
music
the-
going. With music going.
Yeah, in the
What?
main lobby, there are at least
The main
a
lobby, they're
half a
getting money.
dozen
That,
That's Fresh
concierges.
Franks in the
They-
back for
they
you.
have concierges, bro.
That's
they have
crazy.
concierge. That's I'm like they have
they're
people-
getting you one more. They're getting your dollar one more time before you leave.
Yeah,
That's deep.
no,
Yeah.
for real.
So the plate went around 3 times during service.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, you still got to pass that. You still got to pass the popcorn. You still got to pass the coffee shop.
But all those businesses are people in the church.
No, wait.
100%.
I thought it was like all under one umbrella. I thought the church was the coffee shop.
The church is definitely the coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're
These
saying
are-
like they're selling knickknacks. There's people selling.
oh
like,
yeah,
goods.
for sure. Like church apparel, church merch. I got crew
Church
necks.
merch?
they said I got crew necks. I got t-shirts. Some nigga was getting.
Okay.
They was getting.
Don't
all
say
that.
it like
merch
they
lit?
said it like that
Yeah,
though.
but
They didn't
wait,
say it
they
like
said-
that though.
They said we have merch.
for the church.
But as you're walking by, like the dude in the kiosk at the mall.
I took a video of him.
Did he have? Damn. Did they have solid merch though? Was the merch?
I didn't even look at the merch because I told you I was trying to get up out of there.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that
fair. I've seen people with some high quality merch too these days.
Shit.
Where I'm like, if I remember correctly, their shit is actually kind of nice.
Nigga said, "Come stop by and catch some of that merch. Spend that black dollar."
That's crazy.
I said, "Damn."
Putting that black guilt right
God
now.
damn, nigga.
Yeah, now I have no
crazy.
choice.
That's actually wild.
You just what you do is you turn to him, you really calmly, just very calm, be like, I don't identify as black.
Right.
Not today.
Yeah, I'm just sorry, personally.
I'm brown today.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I have a brown dollar.
It's
Is
only
that
9,
insane?
it's only 9 seconds, but
9 seconds.
You walk.
matter of fact, I could
market?
just. This is me walking through the lobby. So matter of fact, just put it on the TV. Just don't show them this, but they can hear it.
The lobby is impressive by itself alone, because then once you walk in the lobby, you have several different directions you can go. It's this giant open thing, and then there's
It's
a
just-
preschool. There's like a gymnasium. There's the main
I didn't
gym.
see the gym.
It's a campus. There's a whole
Damn.
campus.
Oh,
There's
it's
a
a
whole
campus.
There's a whole
Yeah.
campus. There's a whole.
Did you get
school
that
in
video?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not playing. I would love to see their numbers, like their actual. I would love to see a tax return.
But yeah, listeners, just listen to this. This is him DJing. I only got 9 seconds, so hopefully I'm pretty sure he was saying something.
Yep, that's the lobby.
I'm at the
Purchase
block.
merchandise before you leave.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Come
to
and-
beep that.
Yeah, come and get your merch today.
Yeah. I don't see how this is different from like anybody on the subway in New York. Like,
Oh, nigga, he was
all right,
getting,
come on.
he was getting. I mean, you can kind of see the people. That's a younger girl right there.
Yeah.
But
And then the lady in front is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I just
No offense.
No, I agree.
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, obviously, no.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just.
They look
I
related,
agree.
actually.
There is a mixture, though, but as in any church, there will always be a mixture
Yeah.
because you have to.
Because the young people.
But
I think-
apparently,
Oh, no, I was just gonna say the young people are probably there because just like, damn, I have never been to a church. This church is lit, and then the older people are kind of like, I've never experienced a church like this before. Wow,
right.
Right. Yeah, no, I
Bro,
agree.
he said Bitcoin.
I think the older folks that
What do you mean,
occupy that
said Bitcoin?
space
Say
It
that
was
again.
part of. It
are
was
the
like
same people that
You can pay
watch
in
Joel
Bitcoin?
Osteen.
no. He was just using it as like he was talking about that money. He was talking that bag, bro.
That was gonna
Yo.
be crazy. If you tell me that you
If
can,
you told me you could pay in Bitcoin, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I was
at
about
all.
to say that's crazy.
Oh no, I'm sure he does. Yeah,
I was about to
bro.
say you could probably pay in Bitcoin.
Any way you could pay.
Anything they accept all forms of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's
It was
different.
getting it, bro.
That's different.
So
got-
give me some IOUs.
But long story short,
Crypto, greenbacks, I don't care.
long story short, I went there with, I'll say 50% good intentions. I'm satisfied. I saw the pimping firsthand.
Wait, what's the other 50% of your
I
intentions?
don't know because I feel like
Studying.
No, I just feel like
Sabotage.
I just feel like some people will just be like, the reason I'm going there is not a good
Good thing.
pretest.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm 50% there for the pimping.
Yeah,
50% there for the word.
For the
'cause I
word,
haven't
yeah.
se- I
Because
haven't
you haven't
done
been
it
in a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
You like a little reset, make sure. Yeah. I
Just
understand.
I just want to
Ground
hear.
Yeah, I just want to hear like what
Let
I
me hear
grew
what
up in
you-
this. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just get reacquainted with it
Yeah,
real quick.
yeah, you know.
It was crazy
I
in
get
there,
that.
dog. It was crazy.
I get that.
But it's funny just because I've been to so many churches, and it's just like I feel like this is the first time I was really like, as a full adult, viewing the world how I view the world now. There's just moments when I said, like I'm just
what you've learned as you've getting older,
just
you're
as an
seeing
adult,
it.
I'm just watching. I said, "Whew, it's savage up in this bitch." You know what I'm saying? Like
There's pimping everywhere.
this
That's what you
pimping
like.
is
get that.
pimping in every facet of life.
Everywhere.
I get it. Well, they've got it all laid out for you. It's just too perfect. Like you said, you
It's
go
too
in,
good.
they have a coffee shop. So
I really
that
wish I
thing
could-
where like you say, "Oh, I got to stop off. We got to get a coffee or something." No, don't do that. There's a
Yeah.
coffee
Oh,
shop in
no.
there,
We had everything we
So
need
then on
here.
top of that, it's like, okay, you got kids. You're like, well, that was the thing too. It's an obstacle. It's like a lot of people stop going to church once they have kids.
Yeah.
No, there's a whole daycare in there, and it's built in. It's free.
And
so you
even
bring
and then
kids, no
something like popcorn and coffee.
The smell of it.
Yeah.
Just the smell.
Yeah.
The profit margins.
for real.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's psychological as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's psychological. Nigga, when you go into the lobby, all you smell is popcorn.
Yeah, it's psychological.
And
bro.
I bet you the popcorn was probably like $1 or $2. It's
Something,
probably something
yeah.
crazy cheap because they're getting 200%, 300% on every sale. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I gave you 10% in the ties, but here's this extra 5%.
yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, dog. So it's like, we already know the hustle on coffee. Like working at Panera, you learn that like the lights are on in Panera Bread because of the coffee.
Because of coffee.
It's nothing else.
Yeah.
It's the coffee money.
I'm surprised what kind of deals you could make running a church because, like you said, the coffee could be donated.
That's another thing too.
Because that's a tax write-off for someone else.
They might not even cover that overhead.
That's what I'm saying. You'd be surprised what they'll give you for free.
That's a fact.
I would like to see the books.
That's what I'm saying.
But we're never going to see a tax return.
I would love to see a tax return.
Whoever has the books rides around with a bulletproof vest and an AR. No questions asked. Nobody can ever see this.
Do you think it's 8 digits? Definitely 8, right? Definitely 8 digits.
I don't know.
I don't think they're at 8
I don't
yet.
think they're at 8.
They're 8 digits?
I think 7 digits though.
Because 8 digits is 10 million, right?
Yeah, but no, I don't think so.
You don't think they're making 10 million?
A year? Maybe not.
I think they're making 10.
A year? Fuck no. Hell
I think
no.
they're making 10.
I don't know,
Not
man.
a year.
Not
No,
a year.
Absolutely not.
Because I feel like he's taking home like 1.5 to 2. That's like I'm like.
You don't need to take home that much to have that lifestyle. You can take home 600 a year and be crazy. You can take home 500 a year.
Yeah,
and
300 to 500,000 is a lot.
300 to 500 a year. Like 5 to 10 years of that, I might just go ahead and buy a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've already amassed a savings of 3 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm also making 500,000, and I have 3 million in the bank. Okay, sure, I'll spend 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would flex on your congregation like that?
You said what?
You would flex on your congregation? Like
No, I'm just saying in general. I mean,
Just
I would-
having, he's just
I was
saying,
gonna say
just
you
having
pull up in a
that,
Rolls
First
Royce
off,
for your
just
congregation?
having that salary.
First off, don't give me a certain type of money because I'm gonna flex on anybody.
Flexing is inevitable. Yeah. Flexing is inevitable, nigga. Niggas will get flexed on.
And then give them a whole sermon about like saving money. You're like, I saved my money.
Yeah.
I've worked too hard for this not to show it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, I'm just saying you don't need that much to make it look a certain way. Is all I mean.
Yeah. No,
so
for sure,
I think they probably in 7s. Yeah, I don't know. 8 is a lot. 10 million a year is a lot.
10 million
10 is a year, and the reason I say I don't think that is just because some of the things that he was like alluding to that they have issues or like beef with the church property or whatever, like, and they
So
could
they're
do
renting. They're leasing it.
I think, I don't think they own that
believe it.
building. Yeah, so it's like there's certain things that I don't think that he's able to do that he would like to do. And 10 million a year, they wouldn't have those problems. They could get a loan from anywhere. They could have had a building built by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, there we go. So
They might be
CNN.
having one done.
Yep,
The mega church on average has about 6.5 million
and income in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying, the space, they probably, okay, so let me put it this way. That space, when you include the schools, the basketball gyms they have in there, all that stuff, they have no less than 500,000 square feet.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
No, that's crazy right here.
It might be more than that actually, but they have a huge space, huge. And I remember the old one. I remember when they transferred because I remember that was the whole thing.
What is Hillsong?
Hillsong is one of the mega churches.
100. That's what I'm telling y'all. They
20.
rake it.
It's
Like
one of the biggest ones though.
Hillsong is who? Joel Osteen?
Like Pastor Carl, something like that.
Wait,
Or, hold on.
What's Joel Osteen's joint?
I don't even know. I gotta find out.
Yeah, I don't know what his is actually called.
I think the other guy is the one who really breaks it in. Joel makes a lot of no. Actually, Joel might be the winner now.
Joel gets
Lakewood
crazy.
Church.
Joel might be the winner.
Joel gets crazy, bro.
Because what's the other guy? Like I said, his face is kind of scary, bro. When he can make like
Oh, you mean like with the demon eyes almost?
demon face, yo.
Yeah, he's like an older white dude.
He's recently become
I
popular.
know who you're
again.
talking about.
Yeah.
Because he had that
I know who
thing.
you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what his name is either.
Yeah, because somebody approached him, reporter approached him, and were like, he was about to get on his private jet, and they were like, can you explain that? And he turned into a demon for a second.
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
feel like
saw
you have to show this
the
video.
thumbnail, but I didn't like click
Yeah,
on
it was crazy.
Everybody uses the thumbnail. When you see the video, it's
Yeah,
way
'cause he's like
scarier.
this.
It's way scarier because you see him evolve into that face, and it's like it's like you flip a switch.
Which
And then-
one you
And then
talking
he
about?
goes back to smiling again. I've never seen this man in my life.
Oh,
guys.
Pastor Carl.
Who
Yeah.
is this person?
Carl
Yeah, I don't
Lentz. He's the guy who's
Carl
like.
Lentz is the one that you'll see with Justin Bieber a lot.
Yeah, he's the one who's the pastor. He was
Life
the
Church.
ex-pastor
Not
of
Life Church.
Hillsong.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Hillsong. He was that's the one.
Yes, yes.
That I'm saying is like
yes,
the
Hillsong.
huge one. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hillsong has heavy cult vibes though.
But
Heavy
he's
cult
he's
vibes.
like he's the celebrity pastor.
right.
He's a celebrity
Right.
pastor
Yep,
too,
yep.
so that
Right.
makes sense.
Okay, look like put your shirt back on, bro. We get it. You're fucking jacked, dude.
That's hate.
Call it what you want.
I'm playing,
I'm
I'm playing.
hating.
It's like Jesus gave him that.
You don't have pastor workout.
Jesus, that shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's his name?
I had a good morning though.
Yeah.
That pimping was first thing in the morning, bro.
You received a lot and you learned a lot.
Yeah,
That's why people get it first thing in the morning.
You got it from both sides, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Awesome. It was crazy. But yeah, let's see. Let's jump over to some of these joints.
I almost forgot we had topics.
I know. Yeah, I mean that took up a lot.
Yeah. But I mean that was necessary. We needed to delve into that.
Yeah. Oh, and for all of our YouTube watchers right now, you want to listen to the audio if you really want to start this podcast off.
If you want to get the full of the intro.
Yeah, had a little gospel going in the beginning.
We had a service of our own.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
that's right. TOS issues, you know.
Okay, so Wendy's going to surge price their menus during certain hours of the day.
Certain hours of the day.
Did y'all see that?
No.
It's insane.
I did see that.
Like apparently during
lunch,
like lunch and dinner rush.
It makes no sense.
The price is gonna inflate.
Oh. So here's the thing about surge pricing. Okay, surge pricing implies that you have a high demand. Okay, which Wendy's does not seem to have
compared to McDonald's, Burger King.
Yeah, of all the people,
Bojangles.
Yeah, of all the people to pick
Chick-fil-A
to do something like that, it is surprising that it's Wendy's.
Yeah.
So the last remaining patrons that you do have, you're going to upcharge them.
Yeah, because they're like 5th on the list of fast food joints.
Yeah, I'm like no, I'm not a big Wendy's fan.
Go to the article because this really went crazy.
Surge price.
It said it will.
What do you mean it went crazy? Like everybody's
like it went viral as hell. It says it went not, but I wonder if that's them retracting what happened though.
Oh,
this is the death gurgle. This is that little noise
I'm
you
waiting.
make.
It's loading.
I see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. You know, people were slamming them online. They were like, "Are the employees going to get paid a surge?"
Oh, and then there's that.
You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
I didn't even think about that.
In an email to CNN, Wendy's was more blunt. Wendy's will not implement surge pricing, while is the practice of raising a price, which is the practice of raising the price during high demands at its highest. This will not change in plans. It was never our plan to raise prices when customers are visiting us. The most.
Okay.
But the question got called in surge pricing, their PR problem and about pricing system already. Range industries. I'm trying
dynamic pricing.
Yeah, you're trying to get to the bottom.
Oh, I guess somebody just misinterpreted something.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, if they're coming out saying that they didn't say that, then
it sounds like somebody misinterpreted like the marketing deck or some shit.
They
like
said
that.
something about dynamic pricing.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, nigga, these are
somebody just misread it or some shit,"
or they just didn't know what the fuck they were reading.
Yes,
like,
and
they had zero comprehension. Yeah, they had zero comprehension and told us what they believed.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, so there might have been an initial announcement.
Okay.
Well, because what would make sense to me is like, okay, for instance, when you go to a regular restaurant that makes burgers, that makes quality burgers where they're using actual ground beef, the price fluctuates. Therefore, or a seafood restaurant, the price fluctuates on seafood,
but not during busy times.
Right. It has nothing to do with how busy they are. It just means how much what they're paying, you pay them back for it or whatever. Like,
right.
You're a participant in the market. So that would actually make sense to me. It sucks though because I do realize a large part of eating fast food is that your total is like $8.16 every time you go to get this thing. Like every time I go to Chick-fil-A, I know my total is $16 and something every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
And if they changed that, I'd be like, what are y'all dynamic pricing me?
Yeah, it says after considerable public pushback, Wendy's is now framing their dynamic pricing strategy as discounts during off-peak times instead of surge pricing during peak times, she wrote.
It's the same shit.
Chill.
Cap.
Nigga said, let me just reverse this completely.
I'm gonna give you a new name. Yeah, that's what that was.
That's crazy.
No, there's a lot of places. Like at Bojangles, a wing dinner, it used to be a couple of years ago. It used to be $6 and change. Then it moved up to $7 and change, and right now it's $8 and change. Yep. So who knows? In 5 years,
the days of like fast food combos being under $10 is dead.
I might as well cook at this point.
Like,
dude.
the whole combo, especially fast food, used to be like $6.
Yeah, $6 after tax.
The rolling out the door.
Yeah, it was like $5.19 before tax.
And if you went crazy, you hit $8.
You hit $8. That was like a big supersize me, nigga. Like,
or you added just like another like sandwich just because, or some nuggets or some shit.
I mean, I get caught by all their shit because I be getting large fries knowing they really only add like extra 10 fries to the shit.
Yeah, because then they don't even fill up the container all the way. McDonald's
that shit though.
McDonald's has the psychology down to a science.
Yeah,
in terms of like how they frame their things, like they have their psychology down to a fucking science, bro.
They do. I didn't even think, because I like every time I get like a medium fry or something like that, I'm just like,
bro, because even think about when you just like think of if you had to draw fries, the fries would be over the cardboard.
Yeah.
Sticking out the box.
Yeah.
That's not how you get them ever.
Now, yeah.
It's like it meets you at the line. Like you can see the back.
That is so true.
You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
is so true. I noticed that like even recently. I'm just like, I thought I was expecting more in here.
Yeah, bro. The only time you'll get, I feel like Bojangles will probably do something like that.
Where Bojangles relies on the bag to keep the fries in place because because it's overflowing and they just drop it in there.
One thing about Bojangles though is they'll just like give you fries and just flip them upside down.
Straight up.
It'll be
because they know it's overfilled.
Yeah, like what the fuck, bro? Like they don't even try to keep it in the bag.
They never stay in the bag.
They put it in there and then they just go. I'm like, Nick, and then the fucking the wax wax paper thing is sitting on top of your food.
Yeah.
Not a single fry in there. Shit is disrespectful as hell, bro.
You know, you go inside of a Five Guys and watch them put everything in the bag. They'll fill up the little container for fries, and then they'll just add a little more
keep
on
shaking.
top, and
Yeah,
they'll
that's
go
their
in the
thing.
bag.
See, that's Five Guys thing though. Five Guys.
A greasy brown paper bag is their like
nice.
their signature.
Well, the thing with Five Guys is they give you a bunch of shit that's cheap in abundance. If you eat in the restaurant, you have peanuts. And then apparently, isn't that Five Guys with the peanuts?
No, it is. No, you're right.
That's
And then you just throw them on the ground. So that's the culture.
That's what they say.
And then,
I never actually chucked them on the ground. I should.
Like the culture of Five Guys is when you sit down, there's unlimited peanuts at your table, and you're supposed to just peel them and just drop the shells on the ground. Somebody consistently goes by and sweeps up, and then they give you a shit ton of fries. Like whatever you get, like he was saying, they'll literally just fill up the little cardboard thing, drop it in there, and then fill a whole nother
They
scooper
always
up
put another scoop
and just drop it on top. But they're giving you all this free shit to mask that their burgers are $27. Like you know
what I was gonna say. I was like, I can't escape that place without paying $20.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like the burger alone was $20, $21.
It is good though.
And I'm pretty sure the fries are actually $6.
At least $6.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like
that's nuts.
If you do a whole combo and you really get what you want, $30.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, if you go large,
because there's no combo, it's a la carte everything.
Okay.
You buy your drink separately, you buy your fries, and you buy your burger, and the burger is starting you at 15.
Right. Okay, so
I agree.
Going from
and if you add a little extra on the burger, 18 maybe,
right,
with some bacon or something like that. Now you're adding $6-7 fries. Then you're adding your $2.50 or $3 drink,
lettuce and tomato. Don't they charge you like down to the lettuce and tomato and shit nowadays?
I think you get that. I don't know. I'm in the Five Guys.
No, never mind. No, there's a list of free condiments and then there's a list of paid condiments. That's
the free condiments is ketchup, mustard,
lettuce, tomato.
That's about it.
If you want bacon, they charge you. If you want cheese, they charge you. Jalapeno.
All that's for sale.
You just check it on a little box.
Yeah. So if you really go, I literally haven't been to Five Guys in like probably 10 years.
I
almost went a couple years ago. This girl I was dating, she loved that shit, and it was like we would go over there for lunch break sometime, or I would almost go with her to lunch break. We're dating. I'm just like, bro, I don't want to fucking this burger is crazy. Like I would end up like walking to Chipotle next door and just like bringing my food back, because it's like. But she was just cool because she just loves their burgers. Like she thought
people just love a smash burger.
She thought their burgers were the best or whatever. But yeah, bro, she was dropping like 22, 23. It's
crazy.
Every time.
You might as well get a full service. You might as well get like
we might as well sit down in a restaurant.
Yeah, infinite refills.
We might as well sit down in a restaurant.
Every now and then I find myself at a Five Guys, and then I turn around when I go inside, and I leave.
Like nah.
Yeah.
And
then
because I did that with her like twice.
Yeah.
Because you see what it costs.
Yeah, it gets crazy. And then the moment that I stay, I always regret it because I get something, but I get something small. I get like a hot dog and some fries. And then I spent
probably like $10.
I still spent like $10. I'm like, why did I do this? I'd be like, these fries are banging, and in the moment, and I'm like, cool, these fries are good. They gave me a lot of fries. Sure, whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's how they get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I leave, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna come back for a while.
If
ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I just got fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right. I never have a negative experience there, but you're right. I leave there, and I'm like, it's gonna be a while before I come back.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, the burgers are good. It's just you realize they didn't taste as good as you paid.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because why are we not going to Bad Daddy's?
You know what I'm saying? Or something
Bad
like
Daddy's got fire burgers, It's a restaurant. We're sitting down, and we're literally going to spend them.
That's the thing.
We might get out cheaper.
You paying sit down money at fucking Five Guys, like restaurant
For some
sit
fast
down
food
money.
shit.
I had at a nice restaurant, I can get an appetizer and a drink and pay the same thing
For
at
$30.
fucking,
Yeah, we did the appetizer, which is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
We normally just do entrees.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true. And Applebee's and Chili's stay running a special where you get like an entree and an appetizer. for
Oh
$2.
yeah,
You know what I'm
always.
saying?
There's always some sort of bundle deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody can argue that Applebee's or Chili's burgers are either indistinguishable from one another because they taste the same. But like they're both decent. I feel like you can't go wrong with a burger from Applebee's or Chili's.
Just a burger.
They're
That's
the
burger
it.
from
It's
where?
You can't go
like
wrong
Applebee's
with
or
most
Chili's.
times.
It's like it's not bad, it's not great.
Oh, yeah,
but
but
it's
I'm-
like it's legit meat. You know what I mean?
I'd never go to Applebee's though.
I don't either, but I'm just saying. I last time I checked,
I fuck with Chili's though.
it's the same shit.
I fuck with Chili's heavy.
Where
think
is
it's the
I don't even know
opposite.
the
Chili's
reason
to me
Applebee's
tastes
here, but
way better
Does
than
it?
Applebee's.
You can't. Chili's is like you can't miss. It's like if you have a group of people,
Yeah.
y'all want to go somewhere. It's
Yeah,
got
them
something
chicken
for everybody.
crispers.
Chili's.
Yep. You can get the Cajun
Baby
pasta.
back
You can get
rib.
the There's a few different things. That little
Yeah, I
chicken
used to
with
fuck
the
with
bacon
TGI
and
Fridays.
cheese.
I went there a couple times. TGI Fridays has crazy specials.
They do.
Their
They have
appetizers
really
They have crazy
Yeah,
specials,
they're great.
yeah.
I used to go there all the time.
Yeah,
for like
they
their-
got crazy specials.
They
The
had
little
some good
green
pasta
beans.
dishes too.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like there was like moments in my life when I would meet somebody at work and they would go to TGI Fridays to turn up.
That's because when I figured that
It's a-
part
it's
out,
a-
I was very surprised. The first time I went to a
Yeah.
TGI Friday on a Friday night at a certain spot where there's a DJ playing and
Nigga,
it's
it
a
was
club
lit.
environment, I was like, nigga, the bar is like one of them square bars where it's surrounded and there's niggas everywhere like dancing, drinking and shit. I'm like, bro, are we at a restaurant or at a club, my nigga? Like,
No,
Bro,
it
that's how the Ale House was on Wake Forest. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but that's how the Ale House on Wake Forest.
Forest.
It
all-
definitely was like that at one point. I
Yeah,
agree,
it was that was the spot. to
spot.
go to.
Yeah, yeah,
that
it
was
was.
the spot. Like
You're
you
right.
go there to really mingle and meet some
Yeah.
people. Like
Did we shoot a video in there?
no, that
No, that
was.
was Carrie.
no,
That was
that's-
Carrie.
But that
that's
one,
right.
That one was jumping
that
too.
was like that too.
That night at least.
Yeah,
Y'all shot
that
a
night.
video on the Carrie one.
Yeah,
yeah,
early.
yeah.
It's
I
a
forgot that was
generic.
2013, nigga.
Yo, it's still an ale house, but it's a generic name.
That was
ale
tonight.
house now.
Yeah.
We were just
it's like
watching
it's
it.
Not. Yeah,
It's
it's not.
a-
a,
It's
Oh,
not a
you were just
Carolina
watching
Ale
it?
House.
no,
more?
it's not a Carolina ale house anymore. It's something. It's some
Oh,
other.
wow.
But it's
No,
the
it's
same
an
concept.
ale house, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's not a Carolina ale house. I'm saying it's something else.
No, that's the Ale House, bro.
I'm pretty sure they changed it, man. I went there not too long ago.
How do you
I'm pretty
lose
sure
that
it's like-
location? That sounds.
Well, no, but like it's still a brew. It's still like a beer bar, like food thing. But it's some. I can't remember.
It still
It's something
says
else.
Ale House on the outside.
Right. It's just a different ale
Okay,
house. Yeah.
okay.
It might just be plain old ale house, which would be hilarious. But
Nah,
like,
it's
on-
Carolina.
No, it says
The menu
Carolina,
say
bro.
Carolina.
Yeah, it says Carolina on the menu.
Good-
I'm
look
pretty
that
sure.
shit
Does
up.
it? Yeah, yeah.
It's got
I'll
hell
look it up.
no.
I'll look it up because I really feel like check it out because I feel like
Like,
they're
what?
not-
That sounds like suicide to get
I
rid
don't
of that
think
Yeah,
they're
it's
location.
still
Carolina.
there. Yeah.
Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Carolina Ale House. It's just that the sign doesn't say Carolina very big as the Ale House does.
Maybe
Like,
that's what it is.
the sign on the outside says Ale House really big and
Maybe
Carolina
that's
is
what it
very
is.
small.
That's the only part I
you
see.
know what it is?
It's just
they
the
put
ale
another
house.
brewery right next to it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but I know they.
Oh, they definitely have a brewery next to it, but
It's
that
called,
ain't got,
like,
it
some
ain't got nothing to
brew pub
do
or
with them,
something.
though. Yeah,
Okay, so they've hung in there. Good for them. Good for
Yeah,
them.
see?
nigga, they have a.
That's the only thing that's hung in there because everything else has gone under in there.
Yeah, sir.
That's the spot.
Okay, that is it. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
They have
that's
a
the
really
same
nice
one.
outdoor area there.
Yeah.
It's even nicer from.
Man,
when
I
we
don't know
were
why
there.
I thought
they
they
upgraded the fuck
changed
out of
it,
that
dude.
shit.
Oh,
Maybe
I haven't been
that's what
in
it is. Maybe I saw them doing an upgrade and I just assumed they were closing or something.
2020 was the 2020 the night before everything shut down. That was the last time I was at Ale House because I went there with a girl I was kind of seeing.
Yeah.
And we that was like the last time we saw each other for a couple of months because it was like early March.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Ale House, had some drinks and stuff. Then the next day it was just like everything is shutting down.
Shit.
I was like, damn, that was our last celebration of being outside.
That
Right.
house is a wild place, man. I have specific memories of that place that I'd like to let go. So
That you like to
Can't.
let
It's
go.
it's a party.
it's a part of me. Yeah.
It's a party spot.
Yeah. Worked there for a year. That's definitely a part of
Oh
my
yeah,
life.
you did work there once, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You worked at the cool one though. At least you worked at the good
Downtown, yeah, it's cool until you realize you're downtown, nigga.
one. I know.
Oh,
At night, it's shit just crazy out there.
Yeah.
Yo, did y'all watch? First of all, did y'all listen to Schoolboy Q's album?
I heard bits
did.
of it today, and some of it that I heard sounded made because I listened to Joe Budden shit today, and they played some of it. Shit sound good so far. The shit that I heard.
I'm sure it's gonna be amazing, but I just haven't gotten around to it because it was like when I first added it to my phone, it was like no way I'm playing this album off my phone.
It's a long album.
Because there hasn't even been albums really that got me excited.
No.
at all. Like Schoolboy Q's album Blue Lips is the first album that at midnight I remembered there was an album dropping right now, and I was like, let me go ahead and add this to the library because I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't done that,
bro. I heard a couple.
I haven't
of
done
them
that
joints.
in fucking months, dog.
It's a couple on
maybe
there.
a year.
It's a couple on there. I know you gonna go crazy. Like, it's a few that they played. I was like, nigga, I need to.
It definitely has some
But
that are
it's-
very good.
But it's that thing where it's like you do need loudspeakers for it.
Yeah. Because I could even hear. I heard a little bit of the intro,
I could see
and I
why
can
you say
already
that.
hear. I need all my optics. I need all my sonics.
Yeah.
Like I need.
Yeah,
to,
you need to hear.
I need to listen to this
experience
correctly.
this shit.
Yeah.
Well, he likes bass heavy, beats. Like
It's always been like that
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say.
No,
Like,
I gotta check it.
I haven't heard the whole thing, but I'm like, it's
I've
probably
been-
like a 6 out of 10 right now.
For you.
And I haven't heard the whole thing though. I haven't
Oh,
heard the
okay. I've been enjoying the rollout though. I mean, even before it came out, I've enjoyed the rollout.
the video releases and stuff.
The video releases, just like the way he's been promoing it. I'm like, damn,
here.
bro. Like, bro, the artists, the rappers have just been so fucking trash the last year.
Oh man,
Or the last 2 years that like Schoolboy Q's rollout just gave me like, oh man, people still actually put
Care.
good product. They care, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Well,
like,
well, male rappers too, because I think it was FD Signifier.
yeah,
He just did a video recently just talking about how like most of the rappers he listens to now are females because
did.
they're the only ones who are actually putting passion into their
I
bars.
saw that. Yeah.
You know-
that sounds like some fucking pandering. Is he crazy?
Yeah. that sounds a little crazy.
No, because he brought up
50-50.
points and he was saying
Okay.
like when you watch female rappers, even if they're just talking about stripper shit, their delivery, their cadence, they're acting like they're spitting.
Gotcha.
Versus he was saying like a lot of male rappers today are just lazy rap. They do lazy rap where it's just laid back. There's no cadence. There's
monotone.
it's
just
monotone. Yeah. It's just like they're sleepwalking.
It's also just not good bars at all anymore. Like,
Well,
and it's
that's the
all,
two.
It's all music driven, like beat heavy, like which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's like I miss the days where that was coupled with niggas spitting or telling a crazy ass story or having just a good ass song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's neither of them all
like
the time.
it seems like they're bored making this song.
It's beat heavy and it's like I don't want to say because of course culture is what it is, but it's like it's all about what's fly and what's the cult. It's not music for real. Like it ain't no.
It's all
the
about
essence of-
adhering to whatever's hot right now. And
That's what I'm saying. Like the essence of like music and like even pushing the boundary a little bit, but also just
gone.
Well,
like-
Joe was saying that the female rap wave is over. It's
That's
done.
what he was saying, yeah.
It's done. I just sent you the clip.
You mean like
play
the kind of like stripper thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he's saying.
that's what he's about to go.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
They're definitely in a bit of a rut
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. No, I totally
Who,
believe
the
that.
female rappers?
Yeah.
They're not in a rut. That shit is dead out here.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
It's
It's just ran its course.
Right.
Like, that's
yeah.
all,
And then
yeah.
like they
Yeah,
can't-
everybody's
they're
tired
stuck-
of.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the like. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was played. They were making fun of female rap, and they were like, "My ass, my pussy, my pussy, my pussy." My pussy. Like, and that was the whole thing. And it was like,
RDC
they
did something like that.
Yeah, I think it might have been RDC, but they did that for like a minute and a half straight, and they were like the newest track, like the hottest track on the radio right now.
That sounded about right. But here, there's this Joe clip.
Y'all ain't gonna want to hear it from me, but the girl rapper wave is over.
Damn. Come on.
Just telling you what it is. I'm normally a few months ahead with this stuff. Sometimes a few years ahead with this stuff.
When you say over,
Why do you say that?
nigga, you just said it was
The girl rapper wave is finito.
How you just changed? You just said a couple of weeks ago that it was lit.
No, I said the cream rises to the top. So Lotto shall remain.
She will.
Flo Milli shall remain.
Got it.
Rhapsody will always be there, but she wasn't really a part of it. But all of that, go find a girl, send her to Columbia, get it done, put her in the studio with fucking Mike Will or any one of them niggas. All of that, planting the girl in the scene, getting the record, and it taking off. That wave is over. I think labels are looking at it like very few of y'all are selling records. It's too much work to get your coin back. We got to go do brand deals all over the world with y'all. Y'all are expensive. Some of y'all are annoying. And none of these records are working.
But
none of these records are working. But, and let me get to Cardi B. Cardi B is afraid. And I'm tired of just nobody saying it. Cardi B is scared to come out. It don't take this long to come out. They recently just found every year where she plugged that she was coming, dating back to 2019. It's like 6 different slides in different years of you saying, hey, I have something coming. Even this freestyle was previewed a year ago.
For real? Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on live somewhere and played this shit. This ain't new off the stove. Offset the other day in his story.
Yeah,
I wish my baby would just drop.
I thought
What
that was
are
part
you
of the
afraid
setup.
of? Right? And I'm just thinking about how Cardi B has reacted to tweets that she dislikes, just any comment that she disliked. I think that she's afraid to put a project out. Because the wave of, if you put a project out and it don't do what it's supposed to do, you're donezo. Rates go down. Prices go down.
See, but there's a bigger conversation. I agree with you saying, but there's a bigger conversation happening, though. It's not that the female wave is over. The female rapper wave is over. The hip hop wave is over. You know, like it's beyond just the girl groups. Like the guy rappers are over too. You know, like country is in now. You know,
okay.
So that's why I'm saying it's an even bigger conversation of just like the hip hop wave itself. People are kind of just over hip hop in general,
right? Because I agree, and I think the one that proves it that we're so thirsty for an out, like you said, that country popped off like the second we touched.
Everybody's going towards country. Pop stars are going towards country. Beyonce is going towards country. Like everybody's going towards.
We
country.
want something else to do.
Yeah. I think everybody's just bored with what rappers have been doing for the past 20 years, and it's just like. Let's sometimes everybody's kind of just like,
you think
let's
20
do something
years?
else.
I think last 5.
Wait, did I say 20 years?
You said 20 years.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Like
the past couple of years.
Okay.
Because I mean, like to your point, people are making music that will stand the test of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems that in rap, like everything is so microwave today, but it feels like rap is that way only. Like there's R&B songs that I hear today that I'm like, I will play this 20 years in the future.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to find a rap song that's like that nowadays.
Well, nowadays,
you know
but I do feel. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say if I feel like rap in general is an unrewarded. It's like a what do they call it? It's a thankless job or whatever. It's like you can make the best rap album, you're not gonna win your awards for it because they don't reward that. They don't award rap. So what you got to do if you want to win an award, go do some country, some pop, some R&B, something that everybody can dance to, some people that's a genre that is actually recognized, and then you'll get some awards.
They gave 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 one this year though.
They did. I feel like they gave him he's one of those people that he's very busy as he's like a politician essentially that does music.
He's been out here doing the bidding for the white man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, and
that's what you're trying to say without saying.
Right, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know how to put it, but I'm like, yeah, he's always politicking. So it's like,
right.
He's actually
I'm out here pushing y'all message. Y'all ain't gonna give me a Grammy?
Right. Yeah, it's the least they could do is get his man a Grammy. You know what I mean?
Fuck one, give me 3.
Like he's playing, he's like their best player.
Yeah.
So so that's where I'm at. It's like if you don't play the game they want you to play, you're not going to win a Grammy. You're not going to get any of the representation that an artist should get, and so therefore it's like you're not making art. If you know you got to die first for them to recognize your shit.
Yeah, like, I would like just push just a little at the like hip hop not standing the test of time and all that stuff because I do feel like mid to late 90s and early 2000s and even early 2010s stuff like I feel like that's stuff that can last forever.
Yeah, I'm talking about today.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like in the past couple of
Let's
years,
just say 5.
Like, and
or 4,
yeah,
maybe.
like I don't know, and it has something to do with like I don't know if the South is definitely not gonna like me saying this, but I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't know if like trap. I don't know if that sound is something that can last to stand the test of time. I think that's a temporary sound. I don't think in 20 years people are going to be like looking back on. I mean, unless it's, some people put nostalgia, but at part, I don't know. Like I feel like that sound is stagnant.
That's how I feel about drill.
Whereas
I feel like trap is just drill now.
Whereas something like stuff like 50 and Missy and Luda, like that stuff, you could play today. I don't know. It has that. I don't know, or maybe it's just the East Coaster in me. I don't know. It just like I don't feel like it's gonna stand the test of time. I just feel like
I understand your feeling. I do. I think that even with me saying the same thing, that's how I feel about drill. I do think though, with the people that you're naming, it is all dependent upon the artists within that section or genre or subgenre who are holding it up to do something amazing to make you feel differently. Like you see what I'm saying? Like drill is not something that I potentially listen to all the time, but I heard some of Fabio's shit and I'm like, he can hold this up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I'm about to say, but even with drill, it depends on what drill you're talking about.
That's true. It's different types. It's different types.
Because there's like, that's Brooklyn drill.
That's Brooklyn drill.
There's Chicago, there's UK. So it's like, different. Drill's a little different. I think those certain sounds will die off, but
yeah.
Oh, and that's kind of what I was speaking
to. Yeah, I came up with a better way to express what I'm trying to say. Because I think you guys also felt it when we went to the 50 show and Buster show. It has more to do with the instrumentals, what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Trap, for the most part, trap beats are not memorable. If I ask you, like, hum the beat to Drake's I'm Upset, or hum the beat to another trap song, and it's because trap beats are mostly just 808s and hi-hats and with some vague melody in the background, that you don't even remember. Yeah. So, but you remember band, or these memory. That's how a hip hop song stands the test of time. Is the memorable melodies of the instrumental.
Like, you saw like instrumentals that are melody driven
that you could just hum off. I mean, even fucking Pharrell did a beat with his fucking tongue, and that shit is memorable.
But I think melody driven music in general is more memorable.
Exactly. Sure. So trap beats are not memorable because they're not melody based. It's just 808 and hi-hat based, and that's why I feel like you won't remember it.
I definitely get that too, because I mean there was a wave and there was a generation, and we're kind of dealing with that now. The Zaytovens and shit like that. Long story short, there was a period of time when Fruity Loops was really popular, and these producers were making 7 beats a day. Yep. Yeah. And they all were pretty much like 5 sounds or 6 different sounds that they kind of alternated a little bit. Right. And that dominated hip hop for a long time because Future did them so well. But he was able to Future was able to add to it because his voice was the instrument. Right. So he was always adding his instrument to all these what could be considered really basic beats, or he made 7 of them that sound just like that. You know what I mean? Today, you know what I mean? Like they weren't like those. I feel like those beats, them niggas was making them shits and like
quick.
No, like the 50s.
Oh, you're talking about the old ones. Oh yeah,
the old ones. It was like these beats were like strategically put together. Even if they were made quickly, it was just like
even some of those though that like. Even when you are only using a few sounds, it's like the layering of them or using the same melody.
It was a composition.
Yeah, the way that you arrange it or the way that you use the same melody but a different instrument in this part with the same melody and layer that instrument on top of this in this section. And certain things that were done like to just drive the melody.
It's melody. Melodies are memorable.
Yeah, like you drive this essential main point of that song, that beat, that melody over and over, but you just switch up the instrument using the same melody, using this, you know what I'm saying, driving the whole way, and that kind of like makes it memorable.
Yeah, so so when you take away that memorable or the melody and that whole memorable factor, that's when, especially for me, like it doesn't really do anything for me because I don't remember the beats. You know,
but see, that's why it's important for me on the artist side too, because even if a beat isn't as memorable, there are lyrics that can be memorable.
No, yeah, and I think that's what they've been coasting on. It's just you're remembering the lyrics and shit, you know. But or maybe it is a personal thing. Like I'm a melody guy, you know.
I am too.
Like
I get that.
Like I was just listening to Common's song "Ghetto Heaven" featuring Macy Gray, and I forgot. Like that song is full of melodies, pianos, violins, you know, and I think that's why I gravitated towards Kanye's production as well, because he's very musical producer.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if the trap beats. Oh, as a matter of fact,
composed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, I was gonna say, like, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think that I think I see AJ coming in here because I wanted him to hear this too. Yeah, I was just okay, you hear me? Yeah. Do y'all think that the 808 is the most how do I say, not brainwashing, like
it has greatly altered the way
hypnotizing
that we produce.
Instrument of all time.
Well, so okay, a large percentage of drill is just that rolling 808. It's that it's that rolling 808 that's in the background of like every drill song. Is that's an 808.
It's funny. It's not the same thing, and I don't know if I can tie it to this, but what you said just now made me think about how we as Black people listen to the 808 a lot, and that's such an important part of our music. And it made me draw
it never used to be.
True, but it made me draw the lines when Kat was saying Black people are, strong things like strength in product. And when you said that just now, I was wondering if that's part of like the hypnotizing factor for us as Black people.
I don't know.
This is the malt liquor argument.
Yeah, okay. It was the Newport argument.
The Newport argument.
The Newport argument. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like,
gotcha.
Because the reason why I even said that is because I feel like a lot of producers, modern day producers, have been getting away with making mediocre beats by just putting an 808 on it. Because when you put an 808 on a beat, that's what people pay attention to, and they're just like, "Oh, this shit."
But it's also the 808 pattern though, because if you have an 808 itself plus the pattern.
No, but he's saying it's mediocre.
We
though.
definitely.
Okay, true.
I'm gonna tell you what made me feel like that. Dubstep.
I did not like
that's
dubstep.
All that it felt like
they were abusing the privilege.
It felt like nobody gave a fuck what this song sounded like, as long as it was that noise and a bunch of 808s,
and then a build up.
Like no drop mattered. Y'all don't care what the drop is. None of y'all are listening to this song ever again. It's like none of those songs felt like a song.
It was just noise.
It just was noise, nigga. That's how I've always.
I didn't like it.
I hated dubstep,
dub was
bro.
all about the drop. I felt like
that's what I was gonna say. It had the same build up every time.
I feel like you just in the club.
They all had
drives all the time.
Waiting for the drop. That's all that mattered.
They all had the same structure.
Build up.
I hate
build up.
The build up was the same every time, and the build up happened like multiple times in every record.
That was short lived.
I was so happy when that died.
That was like very short lived.
But I think
it was like a strong 2 years.
Yeah, in terms of popularity, I mean, it's probably, I'm pretty sure it's still around.
I went to a couple raves and I was like, whoa, like
it hits when you're there.
It was cool. It was fun, but
electronic music still pops
off. It's listening to it in your car.
Like I understand techno way more than that.
Oh yeah, because techno is it has like rhythm.
This was like a dirty.
This
techno.
was noise.
I was like, fuck, this is noise. Yeah, this is
looping a sample, an annoying ass sample.
I hated it.
Yeah,
God, I hated it so much.
I agree. It was very annoying.
Like I got it, like in terms of like, because a lot of people have said that about many genres, new genres that have come about. Like people say that about hip hop. Yeah. It's like, wait, they're not even singing. Like, what the hell is this? But yeah, so that was the first time I experienced that, where I was just like, this is a music I don't know if I like.
I
get.
I was definitely there.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about your question in terms of like, is the 808? I feel like I don't know if that's what it is for hip hop, but I do. I feel like we have 808s of heartbreaks to blame for that.
Oh, that's what you said one time. Yeah, you did say that.
It's like 808s of heartbreaks, like.
But those 808s weren't really mediocre in the layering and the way
they
were done.
Those were memorable beats.
Those were memorable.
But that part doesn't matter. It inspired and changed the game. There's going to be plenty of people who make trash shit, but were still inspired by the same project. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
The music has shifted before a lot of times. I wonder if people felt just the same about all the genres as soon as they shift. Like, like how many times can a genre be broken into subgenres before it dies off?
Sure.
Hip hop's the only one that barely has subgenres.
But we're trying.
Well,
clearly.
we don't have
You just talked about a bunch of different drill and trap and all. There's a bunch of different genres.
But I think
it's
like
all in hip hop.
Yeah, but I think like what he means is like it's like we don't have like I think that was hip hop's problem in general. Is the fact that we never really solidified genres, because rock had never had that problem.
Yeah, they went straight to genres.
Yes, you can't confuse Metallica with Nirvana and Green Day, because one is metal, one is grunge, and one is punk. So those fan bases, when like if you called Green Day metal, people would get fucking pissed. Like, metal.
Yeah, right.
But hip hop, we would have never had that war between the old heads and the young heads when trap music came about.
If we had our own genre.
If we had it all separated.
Rap or whatever. Yeah. If we had just said, no, this is not boom bap, or this is this, and then it'd be like, oh, okay, then the old heads are like,
I think I know why. I think I know why there was a pushback.
What?
I think there was a pushback because the white people that were controlling rock and stuff, they were like, we need the genres because we'll be able to market and brand things and make more money.
Yeah.
But niggas in hip hop were so caught up on being the creator of this thing that
And
there's
owning it.
And owning it, that there's no way that there's another subgenre. Like,
It's
like
just
like
hip hop.
Yeah, it's just hip hop.
That's
Like,
it.
like it took T.I. like 10 years for it to really become like a genre.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like
yeah,
after
yeah.
trap music, like
His album.
it still took 10 more years.
And it felt like it also took like a long time. It took for those other things to come
it
out
took for
before
like
we
two
could.
more generations to come up out of his
Yep.
genre of
switch
music
to
that he
something else.
created, that he titled,
Yep.
Yeah.
for them to even be like, okay, that's trash.
That's trap.
Yeah.
Like,
And it took that to classify boom bap.
yeah. So
yeah.
it's like,
Get that.
it's weird.
Yeah.
It lacks.
Oh well, I
diversity.
guess it doesn't even matter now because since hip hop, I guess it's on its way out.
Yeah.
it makes no sense to.
When you say on its way
I don't
out,
know if it's
though,
all
you
the
don't
way
mean
gone.
on its way out.
No,
You
no,
just-
no,
you
not
mean
dying.
You mean the sound.
No. I know.
what
I
do
just
you mean
mean in the zeitgeist popularity. You know, like hip hop is going down to number 2 now.
Compared to
Country's
being
number
number
1.
one.
Yeah, because remember, like before then, like. You know, because, you know, I mean, as old as fuck as I am, like, I remember when hip hop was like 3rd on the list, you know, because it was
And then you remember
pop music,
yeah.
rock music, then your little hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
That they didn't even used to play on MTV until like people started complaining about it
Yeah.
because they didn't accept it as real music. But then hip hop was number 1 for a number of years. Now country is number 1 and hip hop has gone down to number 2. So I think that's a sign of
So you think
decline.
worldwide hip hop will stop having the influence on other cultures like the Japanese and all the other people? They'll stop
I
like
don't think so.
being influenced by our culture overall.
Well, you're talking hip hop or black culture.
that's true. But I mean,
Because
hip
those
hop
are
is
two
a
different
major
things.
part of
I
black
don't
culture,
think
though. They're
black-
very
It is.
they're very
but
tied. So I was just wondering.
yeah. Well, I mean, look,
But his
things
question was
come
about
and
hip-hop,
go.
though.
Huh?
Do you think it'll go back to number 1 or you just think it's on its decline?
Well, time will tell if it goes back to number 1 because
Right.
that's all in the artists. You
See,
know,
I
like to
think-
make
I
it
think-
good
I think-
again.
I think the main reason is, I think it's 2 things. I think the only reason it's declining is because the music sucks. So I think
Right.
once the hip hop music is better,
Yeah,
I think
it's fine.
I think it has more potential to go. I think it has crazy potential to go back number 1. But I think what it is with the country thing is country's always been
Up
doing
there.
its
Well,
thing.
country is way longer than hip hop to begin with.
Right,
So it's
yeah.
kind of strange that now
Yeah, I
have we
feel-
reached the point where it is so popular.
Yeah, I just feel like
The demographic for
I feel
country is
people,
massive.
It's just even though it's massive, more people are finding it. Like
No,
us,
straight up.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
What, country?
No, you're right.
Yeah,
Our,
yeah.
You're right. Our little 13% also grabbed onto it this time. You're right.
Well, some of
Because
our
Right.
major
Right.
artists are
been-
dipping in that bag too, and
We've been doing it for a long time. They just didn't care.
We shift the culture anyway. So now that if 1 or 2 of us find interest in it, in hip hop, and say this is the new
yeah.
wave,
Oh, yeah.
then
Yeah.
it's naturally gonna go to number 1. Even though numbers wise, it might always
But country is going to go to
country.
Yeah.
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 Yo,
yeah.
Even though
let's keep
number
it
wise, it
real.
might have always had the potential to go number 1.
Sure.
It's just we weren't shaping the culture that way. They kept their culture to themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
might have even opened it up to us. Maybe they might be like, all right, niggas, y'all can get some of this country music now because we don't even want y'all over here anyway.
Yeah.
We all right.
Yeah, well, see, and that's
They're
another
confident.
thing. That's another thing that can be a generational thing too. All the
Yeah.
black kids right now are seeing that, oh, it's okay to do country music instead of hip hop.
So-
oh, let me pick up a guitar.
Yeah.
That's another way that hip hop can drop down, and you know, you see, maybe in 10, 20 years, we'll see more black country artists because
Yeah.
of this movement. What's happening now?
So
Yeah,
I
true.
think they leaned in our direction first, and then we just grabbed on because they did that. I don't know if y'all noticed, because I don't really listen to country music that much.
Me either.
But when I do listen to it, they're
I don't
all
listen to
rapping.
country.
Bro,
They're
it's
rapping.
all rap music.
They're all literally just rapping
the
over
new
like,
country
over guitar.
The new country is our rap shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
actually,
that's all it is.
They
All they
leaned
did is
in
start-
that direction.
Yeah, they
and
just started
therefore we
doing
just
our
jumped
music.
on.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
y'all just started jacking off. Because the thing with country is really just the instrumentals.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
That's it.
They've
And the
always
subject
been
matter. Maybe the subject
the
matter.
subject
a
matter,
little
but
bit.
it's
That's
always
subject-
Little of a twang.
But the subject matter is just
It's very relatable to us.
but it's
even.
gonna be natural though. Like I feel like what separates country music is the actual instrumentation. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But like
the melodies and stuff.
yeah, but if you take a hick nigga with a trailer, he's gonna rap about his hick trailer and his wife. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is and Bud Light. But you know, but like so yeah, but the fact that they're starting to use our instrumentation with their same stories. because our shit still slap. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, and,
So,
those sounds and the things will always fuse and all that stuff because you have like country artists that grew up on, you know, Garth Brooks and Notorious B.I.G.
I know Kenny Chesney because that nigga used to run shit around here.
Yeah,
I remember in high school when he would come on tour, all the white people went to the Kenny Chesney show, and I'm pretty sure I've never heard a Kenny Chesney song. I definitely never been to a concert.
I can't tell you one off the top of my head.
But I know one thing. I knew back when I was in high school, I knew when he was in town at that amphitheater because all the white folks in school were going over there. He was running. He was selling that shit out.
And see, that was true country music. He wasn't rapping. Like he was actually singing.
That was true country.
Songs.
Yeah, like straight up country.
Now they're just now they're just rapping with a southern accent.
Yeah, but here's the difference though, because bringing up the lyrics that you just did. And the storytelling and all that.
Yeah.
Another reason why hip hop is taking a dip, and I think this is a generational thing, is because hip hop lyrics, for the most part, compared to other genres, are unrelatable. I don't know what it's like to be rich and have bitches and all that shit, you know. And for the past couple of, you know, like decades and all that shit, like hip hop,
a lot of flexing.
So, and it used to be something that people are like aspiring to and all that stuff, but now with inflation increasing, Gen Z being like one of the most, you know, struggling generations of all time.
Right.
Hip hop lyrically is nothing. I think people are. I think why another reason why they're gravitating towards country is because country lyrically is they talk about shit that's relatable.
Makes you feel something.
You can drink beer. You can drive a truck. You can, you know, just sit on your porch and just take in the sunshine or whatever the fuck. You know, but
assuming you have land,
can't
you
be.
can do that on.
But not you can't be rich, but you don't know what it's like to be rich, and it almost reminds me of this. My friend, a friend of the family in 2003, he stopped listening to hip hop because he was going through hard times, and I asked him why, and he said like, because you know, I mean, rappers are just every time I listen to it, it just feels like they're just insulting me. And when you think, I never thought about it until he said it, and I was like, you know. That is kind of fucking weird, isn't it? When you listen it literally, like this rapper is telling you that you are not shit. They have more money than you. They have more bitches than you.
Yeah.
But it seems like, now it made me understand why some people don't understand hip hop lyrically, because you do, as listeners, you kind of have to like do this kind of like reverse psychology where you're rapping as the rapper, but you're pretending you're the rapper saying this to somebody else.
You have to understand their come up or something.
This is to empower me.
Yeah, it's like
he's empowering me. He's empowering himself by technically shitting on me.
Yeah,
but I'm
pretending
him,
to be him.
Yeah, I'm him.
Maybe some
living
people,
vicariously through the rapper.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. There's also a side of that with music too, where it's like the deeper the story, we see it in film and everything. Like depending on the story, we like to live vicariously through that because we know nothing about that story. So if it's told well enough, then you love that.
Yeah, but so how come it's easy for people to get lost in somebody else's story, you know, watching it on a screen versus listening to it? Do you think some people just have a hard time making that distinction? When I listen to music, I want shit to relate to versus when I'm watching a story, I want something fictional.
Well, to your relatability point, a lot of hip hop isn't relatable on a mass scale as far as the verbiage, the way that niggas are talking, you know what I'm saying, with what they're saying. Like for a random person in the middle of the US to take that and, you know, say, I want to live vicariously through this. I don't even know what the fuck these niggas are saying. You know what I'm saying?
Or even in a different language, like they speak a different language and they don't understand, but still, but I can see like how their parents are just like, why you live in the suburbs? Why are you even singing this shit?
Right. Yeah? But there's the thing to country or whatever else where that story, like you say, is relatable. And even if I'm not
heartbreak,
you know that love.
Everybody goes through heartbreak.
Love is gonna win no matter what.
How many hip hop songs are about love?
You make one love song, nigga, that's gonna hit everybody no matter what.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So love is always gonna win. So you talk about that, that's gonna do it. But for the most part, the base level things that you're saying and relatability, I think that is a factor. I do agree with you on that point.
So I feel like maybe lyrically that's why like people, this whole bling era, I would say is like has been on the downside for a while, but I think like people are kind of just over that now.
Yeah.
You know? And they want something like a little more tangible lyrically.
The economy's not great.
Yeah, I need to look at it from a mass scale too, because sometimes I feel like I am insulated in my own bubble because I'm a fan of it. You know, because I'm a fan of what we do. I don't really see it on a mass level sometimes. Like how many people are really a fan of all this shit?
Yeah.
But
and I think maybe it's like with Gen Z, like they're as you know, not overall, but for the most part, they seem to be like obsessed with like authenticity. You know, it's like being real and all that shit.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because like they're in the fakest time of, you know, ever.
Oh yeah.
You know, like in terms of like
the fakest
AI.
reality. Yeah.
But at the same time, they do want authenticity. You know, like they want it to seem real. Like that's why celebrities now, it's like, oh, celebrity culture is something that's kind of dying down as well. Like the more I talk to like people, or I went to I was having this group. It was a bunch of friends, and they were younger than me, and they were just talking, and it just seems like they're over like celebrity culture. That's why all these celebrities are dropping like flies. P.
Trying to
Diddy,
be regular shit.
yeah, and everybody's getting canceled and all that shit. It's just like celebrity culture is like
y'all
dying
y'all not really special.
Yeah, like
you really have to be up there to be special.
Yeah.
And have some mysticism or
The internet is
very
nature to you.
charismatic.
The internet is killing gods,
Yeah, pretty much.
making everybody.
It's exposing regular ass people is what it's doing. It's exposing people as regular people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all see St. Augustine lost his accreditation?
Speaking of regular ass people,
That's a hell of a transition.
yeah, that should become a summer camp effectively. Yeah,
Bring it up.
Yeah, the fucking St. Augustine losing their accreditation, it's just like, what happens if you got a degree from there?
What if you're already? No. My only question, like you said, I agree. Like, what if you're already a lawyer? You've already got a degree from them.
I got your ass already.
Yeah, so what then? You're right, because now it's like where you got it from. Actually, like it's like they pulled the floor out from beneath it. So, you have a
This is crazy.
Yeah, you have an honorary
appeal
degree.
denied.
You officially have that's what it is. You officially have an honorary degree, don't you? It's like Lil Wayne's degree and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe it's grandfathered into.
Yeah, I'm thinking it has to be, but
You have
because you got it when it was
year.
accredited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
But that is fucked up.
They say alumni. It hurts.
The university was on probation for the Southern Associates of College and School Boards of Trustees. Back in December, oh my God, voted to remove St. Augustine's status as
That's too many acronyms, bro.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it is. What the fuck?
SACSCOC.
Saxcock. That shit says saxcock. That shit says
That's
saxcock,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
That's crazy. That's wild.
That is the craziest
Just say
acronym
it.
in the world, bro.
Sasquatch coming to the Sasquatch.
Association of Colleges and Schools Board of Trustees. Gotcha.
On February 20th, the school had an appeals hearing in the Board of Trustees. The committee that heard the appeal rendered the decision Tuesday. The ASCOC Appeals Committee of the College Delegate Assembly unanimously affirmed the December 3rd, 2023 decision of the ASCOC Board of Trustees to terminate the accreditation of St. Augustine, Raleigh, North Carolina. The Appeals Committee found that the SACCOC Board of Trustees
You say it differently.
outright decision is to be reasonable, but not arbitrary and based on standards cited. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, what is the...
It's not good, man. It's not good.
What are the reasons that it says?
Yeah, these are just quotes from people
wait.
right here.
So there's like a
See
whole
if they listed the
commission.
See if they listed the reasons.
So you're trying to tell me the schools are still separated into like North and South? There's a commission for the North, there's a commission for the South. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
What you mean?
Because that's what the S is Southern. The S is for Southern.
Yeah.
So that means there's a Northern. There's a NASCOC. If there's a SASCOC, right? If there's a SACSCOC, there's a
NASCOC.
Possibly, but that has nothing. Possibly, but that has nothing to do with the school. This is something that it sounds like it's governed over all schools.
The only reason I said that is because
In the
notoriously deep South schools are god awful. Like Mississippi, like just move if you want to learn. If you want to learn stuff, just move.
You won't be able to spell Mississippi
Leave
living
the state.
there.
Yeah, leave the state.
Mississippi
Going to
is-
school there.
Mississippi's a poor ass state too.
But this is one thing I
It
didn't
is
realize.
it is really poor. But they also have like Ole Miss, which is like a prestigious, university.
What you say?
I didn't realize this thing right here where it says one of the major concerns is financial aid because students at schools that are not accredited are not eligible to receive financial aid. And that's a huge concern as 85% of the student body here receives financial aid.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Well, damn, no accreditation. You don't have. Well, if you don't have financial aid, you don't have a university.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're cooked. You're
Yeah.
cooked. Yes,
Literally, that means it's closing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not accredited, you're not gonna. Yeah, no one's
gonna
gonna
get
get
it.
financial aid because no one's gonna pay some kid to go get an unaccredited degree. Yeah. Damn. It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be.
It's the end of the. It's the
Look
end
at
of.
this. Yo, it looks bad in black and white. Look at that.
Damn, we
shit.
shot over there. We shot a video over there.
You said what?
Damn.
I forgot we shot that video over there. Week 52.
Yeah. Scroll up through those pictures. You can scroll over. Is
yeah,
that the
yeah,
house that we
that's
did it in right there?
Low key, I think.
I think it is, but before it was knocked over.
Before it was knocked over.
Before it was knocked down.
They need to pressure wash that shit so bad.
I can't tell.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean
is-
that rundown
There it is
place?
now.
I
Yeah.
went there once. We didn't film anything, but Sharon was there. Like, right? That's
No,
the
no,
same-
not that one.
No,
I
that's
remember
not
that. That was fire.
Yeah, what
This
was
is
that
kind of
place?
recent, looks like.
That was fire.
It's been run down. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It
we
don't,
shot
it don't
the
even have a
50
roof no more.
Yeah, we shot
We
the
shot
52-week
week 52.
challenger.
Yeah, week 52.
Did it have a roof when y'all shot?
No. I
It looked
climbed up
exactly
and
the
pushed
same.
it too. Yep,
Look at
right
them-
here.
look
Look at
just
those
like this.
ungloved hands doing surgery. I'm sorry. Side note.
I mean, but this is old as fuck.
Yeah, this is.
No, I know.
That
You had to do
is-
what you had to do back then.
That was the whole university, that whole fucking building at
It
one
was just
point.
that,
I think.
well, the hospital was like was what probably got them their funding because that was a hospital. That
gotcha.
tiny ass building was a hospital.
I don't know why it is like seeing a hospital in black and white just looks scary to me.
It does. It does.
Yeah, it looks like
Dude.
ghosts operating on you.
It looks like more people died there. Than you know what I'm saying? Like
if you went to somewhere to live and you saw like people operating on somebody in black and white, you're like, I don't know if I want to live here.
yeah, I'm
Yeah, like the mortuary out back is bigger than the hospital wing. Their
Damn,
success rate
man,
is super
St.
low.
Aug, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. For anybody who went there, St. Aug had some baddies. That
Oh, did
means, you know what it is? I think they are trying to get, I know why they did that. They're trying to get rid of, they're gentrifying that area over there. So they're trying to get them niggas up out of there so that they can.
Closer to downtown, gentrify all of it.
Yeah, it's in downtown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But they've already hit the housing in that area. Like, not all of it, but there's like,
Big time.
yeah, there's like, there's rows of the new modern looking symmetrical homes and shit. You know what I'm
What's that
saying? Like, so,
Damn.
What's that neighbor? It's in not Royal Oaks or what's that? It's the historical Raleigh neighborhood where all the houses are worth like over $1 million. Well,
come on, Raleighwood?
Raleighwood.
Raleigh.
It's in.
I think it might be Raleighwood.
Is that
It's
Raleighwood?
I went trick or treating there with my nephew.
Really? I know you were getting whole candy
Only
bars.
one I
in
know
that
is
bitch.
Old Raleigh, but that's not nearby. What you call it?
I can't remember what it's called now.
It's
different.
old something.
Havenbrook?
I have no idea. To be honest with you.
I want to call it Oakwood so bad. I know it's not.
It
Oakwood.
is.
It is
Oakwood. It's
Okay.
Oakwood.
Yeah. All those houses are worth well over $1 million.
Yeah, the Halloween there was fucking crazy, bro.
Yo, I feel like they just be giving you a whole cake or some shit.
Oh no, not that. They didn't. It wasn't that. They take the decorations seriously. Like one dude, the police had to be out there because it was like, bro, it was crazy. Like it was, their decorations spilled out into the street.
The house is already a set from Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
and shit.
it's crazy over there during Halloween. It's lit. Damn. And then they block the roads off so cars can't be driving up and down because there's like several houses. That house, there's one house in particular, and it's a corner house that like that shit is decked out. It's like every horror movie set design like is there on the property. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. But that's not the only house that goes above and beyond like that. It's multiple houses that do that in that area. So the police just have like they just block the road off.
Nice.
I get that. It's like that guy in Apex or whatever who goes completely insane for Christmas, and they have to control traffic for him and shit. It's wild.
There's a place in
Apex?
New York.
I'm pretty sure it's at Apex. He has a mansion. He has a mansion.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
drive through and shit.
You can drive
Yeah,
through it and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a few of
I
those.
ain't been to
But he
Apex
just
in a
does that
minute.
at his own pocket. Like he loves the game that much.
Yeah, they looked like they had a bunch of stuff. They had payroll issues and they had like loans that they took out and they didn't pay back and stuff like that too.
Damn.
So that's kind of deep.
If they get that school the fuck up out of there, they'll either make it into a PWI or they're not gonna knock it down. It's too historic.
Yo, that's sad because see, that's a private.
They might
school,
knock it
man.
down for a housing development though. You never know. These
That'd
motherfuckers
be
don't.
savage.
Man,
That'd be
shit gonna
savage because that'd be savage.
Man, that shit gonna be.
But-
that's gonna be luxury ass.
But the house might cost. The house might bring
That'd
them
be
back more money.
so savage.
I don't know. I feel like ain't no houses bring you back no goddamn. Ain't no houses bring you that college.
Nah,
tuition.
they're gonna put a fucking Walmart on that.
They might
property.
just make it a PW, they might just make it a PWI and a bunch of white kids. It might be a Duke Extension campus.
Could be that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Or I was thinking like a
Like
not
a
a food hall, but like that kind of thing.
yeah, Peace Hall, like Peace University might buy
They
one
love
of their
that shit.
buildings and shit. You know,
It's gonna be a mixed use building. That's whatever it's gonna be.
It's a nice piece of land. It's
that's
right
the
downtown.
thing with all. Seems like gentrification. It's like when you go to those places, we're all getting back to like food halls and public works and
Mixed use spots and all
mixed
that.
use spots, open workspaces. And I'm like, it's cool, but it is kind of weird. Isn't it kind of weird?
It's because they want to
a little
make
weird.
Raleigh a city, like more of a city. Like they
Right.
want to give it
Like
The amount of food halls we
cosmopolitan-
have is kind of crazy. And then just the whole like
They're
mixed
beginning.
workstation, it's cool because it's like it is better to go there and possibly meet people and just get out the house and be in an area where people are just working and it's just a nicer grown area. There's a record shop, a coffee shop,
If you want to have a beer, you have a beer. If you want to have a coffee.
a noodle company in there. You know what I'm saying? Just
noodle
like
companies, boy.
different mixed things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird.
I know what you mean though. It's like it
is just I haven't made the transition. Like I go to the Raleigh food halls, but I'm not in them bitches like that. Like
right. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I'm in a Raleigh food hall.
It's not really affordable.
Yeah, I'm barely
honestly.
in there. Like I might hit a food hall once or twice a year.
Yeah.
That's as
lot.
deep as it's going.
But it's to your point. It's not that affordable. That's the whole kind of point of gentrification.
True. It's like you're
They want
gonna,
a certain tax bracket in there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that fish place. Yeah, that shit's good. I know you know. If you know what I'm talking about, the one in the food hall joint's fire, yo. Like the
Oh yeah, that fish spot is good.
Oak City
They give you
shit's
mad
good.
shit. It's good.
It's
They
just
got a couple locations actually.
yeah, they have a bunch of trucks now. Yeah. But it's like who's trying to drop 25
I'm
on
not.
on lunch?
I'm not.
Yeah,
It's
respect.
hella
to-
food, but I'm
respect,
cool.
That's a black owned business right there. So respect to him, but them prices have always kept me away.
Well, you know, unfortunately,
black dollar.
yeah, black-owned businesses, we love to shake each other down, man.
fucking
You
hate
can't
it.
get no like
I hate that shit.
I just bought a Jamaican plate on Friday on my way out of work. The food truck pulled up at my job, and I was like,
food
well,
truck,
know,
it's
yeah.
over with you.
And I was like,
already.
well, yeah, I'm gonna get
just
a
the
food
fact that
truck.
it's a food truck is fucked.
That's also
Yo,
the
they
only one I
fucked me up.
support.
Yeah.
Keep charging my niggas. Do what you do.
Oh, you're talking about just in Jamaica. I thought you were talking about the one in
I'm not
particular.
gonna
I'm like,
lie.
you didn't even say
Yo,
it.
the
No, I'm talking about
Jamaican
Jamaican
trucks
shit.
I'm not gonna say the name. Jamaican trucks be taxing, bro. Like,
Tax
they
away,
do. They
my
be
brother.
Taxing, bro.
Do what you got to do.
Okay.
It's import food, my boy.
Not gonna lie, I walked
No,
into
not-
it. No. You catch yo,
Nigga said,
red snappers.
nigga, we are not Jamaica.
Yo,
There
red
is-
snapper is
there
a
is-
local fish. Okay,
This thing is crazy.
there are red
Nigga said,
snappers in
import
the
the
ocean.
I said there is import food. Some of it's import food.
Aki, yeah, sure. If they got
Jamaica
Aki,
probably
this
imports
import
most of
food.
their food.
but they ain't got
Nah,
that
but
shit.
no, Aki's made in Jamaica. That's a fruit for
Look
Jamaica.
at
it is,
look
right.
at the percentage
Aki
of
don't grow
food
here. I
that,
get that.
Aki grows in Jamaica.
that's like one thing though. I'm saying.
No,
like,
I did not order
Yeah,
Aki.
just
by
like
the way.
one
That's all I'm
thing.
saying.
Yeah. But I was just
Put
doing that on
way.
purpose. Yeah.
No, but it's funny that y'all brought up Jamaican food because the last Star Report episode, he literally the whole episode there were two topics, and one of them was why do Jamaican spots advertise macaroni and it's never there? And he said, I don't know if I have the bad luck with it, but he said I got so mad today I came home and took a nap. Because he had to drive 6 miles to another
To a spot.
to a soul food place.
Oh, shit.
So like he got the Jamaican food from the Jamaican spot and then had to go somewhere else just to get a side of macaroni. And he was like, he said it's driving me fucking crazy. And he's like, I just don't understand why it's on your fucking menu if it's never there. And then he said, and they love to tell you, oh, come back a couple hours. Come back 3 hours and shit like that.
Because
They
he's
made
like,
one pan, bro.
And then he's like, nigga, I'm here during the lunch rush.
you
Like,
gotta understand. There's a lot of pride that's taken in making Jamaican food or making food a Jamaican way. You have to get it cooked to order. That's the way that it works. And you know what I'm saying? If it's
But
not
at
cooked
a
to
food
order,
place?
then yeah, certain things they'll have on hand. They will. But there's certain things when you order it, they're like, all right, that's gonna be like 20, 30 minutes. Like you might as well call and order that because we're gonna have to make that.
They gotta
You know what I'm
bake
saying?
that
And we have
shit.
to, you know what I'm saying?
I think we can all collectively agree macaroni is not one of those items.
No, it's not.
Like-
But also that's not
like-
really. Also, that's not really like a huge, just quote unquote
It's
Jamaican
not.
item. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
not, yeah,
That's
but
not like.
Yo, but I feel like
and that
macaroni
was- That's not the
pops off
thing.
super hard in Caribbean culture. I feel like every place you go at a Caribbean, like when you're in the Caribbean, every restaurant has macaroni and cheese aside.
Yeah,
But that's what he and that's another thing he was saying. He was like, it's not even really part of your culture. He was
that
like, so
much.
it makes
No,
me
it's
even
not.
so it makes me even more mad that you have it, but then you have it on your
On the
menu, but you
menu?
don't but you won't have it. He was like, I'm not. He said it wouldn't even shock me if I
Yeah.
came here and it wasn't on the menu
Yeah.
because it's really not your culture.
Well, I can keep it a bean.
But you have it on your menu every time I come up in this
You know,
bitch. You know what
I
I'm saying?
never go to that spot for that, so I can't
I don't
speak
either.
to it because
No, I don't
I
either.
don't even really pay
don't even-
attention.
even if they didn't
I
have
didn't
it, you
even-
wouldn't order
look,
it.
I didn't even know that. You know, the spots I go to, I'm gonna have to check now. You know what I'm saying? The spots
Yeah.
I go to for my
They
Jamaican
have-
food, I didn't even know if they had fucking
almost
mac and cheese.
guarantee you they have
I
mac and
never
cheese.
go there
Probably
for that
do.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I go there for what I was born and bred with.
I'm
you
a,
feel
like
me?
I'm more like a
Lee-
rice and peas and cabbage person.
I'm a rice
personally.
person. Yeah, rice.
I get I callaloo
It's so-
mac and cheese.
it's so
Not mac and
crazy
cheese,
that,
but you know what I'm saying?
like,
Callaloo is good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
I love
crazy
callaloo.
that like rice and peas is a thing. Just I've despised peas my whole life.
But
And
it's
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 just
not really peas though. It's not really
It's
peas.
not. Yeah,
it's
not.
beans.
It's beans.
It's red beans and rice.
oh really?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Red beans and
But
rice.
it's just
Nigga,
called rice and peas.
anytime I've heard rice and peas, I'm like, ugh.
I know. It sounds
I
terrible.
can't even wrap my mind around it because I've just hated green peas my entire life.
Me too.
Like,
it's not green.
so anytime they be like, I had some rice and peas, I'm like, ugh. Like, I can understand if that's your culture, but I hate peas so much.
I do like
and then
zero.
I've never met that many. Rice and peas is said so much. It's weird that it's not even peas now. Yeah. But it's like I don't even hear regular niggas running around saying peas are their favorite vegetable. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I'm like, that shit is crazy.
Is it pigeon peas? Is that what it called?
I don't have I don't know the background behind why it's rice and peas myself, but
look it up.
I will.
Yeah, like why is it rice? I don't even know what it looks like.
It'd be beans though.
What? You've never had rice and peas?
Rice and beans.
Rice and peas?
Good.
Rice and peas?
You never had rice
They
and
call it
peas?
rice and peas,
Nigga,
right?
absolutely not. I hate peas. Why would I even? I would never even consider it.
See what I'm
Like,
saying? It's red beans though. It's actually rice and red beans.
this is red beans and rice.
No, that's rice and peas.
That's what they call rice and peas?
Right.
Yeah.
It's just got coconut milk and
kidney beans and
thyme
stuff.
and scotch bonnet and
Nigga, I've
stuff
had that.
and garlic.
Yeah, I've had
and
that.
It's good as it's very good.
That's
It's
what
very good.
it is, rice and peas.
If you do it right, it's excellent. It's very
I mean,
good.
no, I've had this a million times. It's fire. But
So you have had rice and peas.
Now, see, like they just showed some pictures of
That's kinda
actual
crazy.
rice with peas in it. That shit is crazy.
Because you're talking about the green.
yeah, like that picture. Like,
that's what I'm saying. The one below this one, okay, that looks really tasty. I'm not
that's
gonna lie, that
good.
shit looks fucking
yeah,
good.
like that.
Yeah.
This is not. No,
That's what
not
I.
it.
some good
That's
ass
what I
food.
see in my brain.
But no, that's not it.
That's disgusting. Yeah, like
This is rice and peas.
Yeah, that's like some German food or something. I don't know.
all
That
it is
seems
is
nigga,
rice
that's
and
red
peas.
beans and rice.
No, that one right there. Yeah, that's the real deal. That's the real deal. I was talking about the one with the actual green peas in it.
Yeah.
That shit just looks like that's
Yeah, this is
something.
red beans and rice.
It's red beans and rice.
Rice and peas. My
beans
brother.
But it's, all of them
just
are called
instead
rice
of-
and peas.
That's
So,
crazy that y'all
Instead
call
of
these
them like
peas.
pouring it over the top as a gravy.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I don't. That's the part I don't know.
Yeah, Google why is it called? Google why it's called rice and peas, and it's clearly red.
Because even the
beans.
green and white one is called peas and green rice.
Well, 'cause-
or
okay,
green rice.
But like I was saying, those are just
Yeah.
those are just kidney beans, right? They're like red bean kidney beans.
Yeah. That I
But
mean,
they
that's
do
what the picture
make it
look like.
with pigeon peas too, though, which are peas, and those are good too. But they taste like they have more of like a starchy taste.
It's kidney beans.
just what we call it. Yeah.
It's bean peas.
Wait, what?
Is that the official name for red beans?
Kidney
red-
beans.
it's
Kidney
red
beans.
bean
It's
red,
red
kidney
bean.
beans. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kidney beans. It's red beans.
they
yeah,
do look
but-
like kidneys.
but peas is technically at the end of that.
I feel like they're just calling it that.
No, we just call it that.
Yeah.
It's still kidney beans.
It's like how any SUV is automatically a Jeep. Do y'all do that too?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what
Like
you
when
think
you
in
look
general?
at it, yeah,
It's a
it
Jeep.
just
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Like
Jeep.
every
Yeah,
SUV is a
yeah.
Jeep. Yeah, okay.
And drive a Jeep, yeah.
It's, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm driving a Jeep.
I don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's a Caribbean
It's
thing.
like
It's
it's like
a
a Caribbean thing. Like they'll
Yeah.
say like he's driving a Jeep, but it's not a Jeep.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just a term. It's like
Oh, really?
It's a term,
It's
right?
like, yeah, it's like a term.
They
It's
don't
like
say
saying
SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like
that
saying
makes
like
me-
I'm gonna get a
that makes me
Xerox,
think
but
of
it's like a
like
copy or whatever.
Right.
Now I'm like thinking about the Jamaican movies that I have seen, and I'm like, when they did say Jeep, I just pictured a Jeep.
I know. He just
So
meant
they could
SUV.
have been talking about any SUV.
literally any SUV.
Yeah, it'd be like that
I
sometimes.
didn't know
They
that.
just generalize it's Jeep.
Damn.
Oh, so yeah. So that's what it is. They just generalize it by just
generalize
calling it peas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. It's just- it's a
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Mind blown.
But yeah, all my Jamaican brothers out there, keep charging. It's worth the money. I'll pay any price.
Do you? Okay.
And
well,
you should
question.
You pay any price?
Okay, question to
and you should too. All my listeners, everybody here.
I haven't really had that much Jamaican food now. When I really think about it,
Well, that's why you speak the way you speak.
I
You
think
know?
I've had, but I mean, I have really American taste buds too. To be fair,
Oh, okay, yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that's kind of true. You
I
guys
really
are true.
do. Like,
seem to.
yeah, every time I try new food, it just doesn't go well. Even though I know I've had Jamaican food that's been good, like I just haven't had it a lot. And
Yeah.
I know I definitely haven't had it enough to be like I haven't had Jamaican food in a while. That doesn't come up.
We're gonna go to a spot one day.
I heard
and-
Lee's Kitchen is the spot.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a spot one day, and I'm just gonna go ahead. Don't even worry about it, my brother. Just sit down at the table. I'm gonna get them to order just a little bit of everything.
like,
I'm
I know
gonna
them.
just drop the bread
Oh,
on
man,
it.
nah.
I'm gonna drop the
That's
bread on it,
crazy.
and we're gonna do a little
You ain't doing
tasting
it?
for you. I want
Nah,
you to
that's
just go ahead.
crazy.
What you mean?
That's gonna be a waste of money, bro. There's
It's
a
not
lot
gonna
of
be a
stuff I
waste of
don't
money,
like.
bro. It's not gonna, don't worry, it's not gonna be a waste of money. I'm gonna take the food back. So and so, whoever is here can have some food too. We just gonna make it,
That's my
make
mans.
it
I
a
know
thing
who
for
it is.
everybody.
I've
We
had
can
a
go
lot
ahead
of-
and do it so everybody can have the the
I've
proper
had,
experience.
I've had a lot of Middle Eastern food during like Ramadans and shit like that, hanging out with Khaled and stuff. Oh my God.
What about Indian food?
None.
Indian food is
That's
good.
the one where
Indian food is
that's the
fire.
question
Yeah.
mark for me. Because
Yeah.
remember, even when Destiny was there, she was like, "We're going to get Indian food." Have you
Middle
had
Eastern
Indian
food is
food?
good.
I was
People
like,
go crazy over
It's
Indian
good as
food.
fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's good as fuck.
I heard it's really. I'm not with this. They said it's hot though. It's spicy.
It's not all the time.
It
No,
can
it
be.
can be, but it's
You
not all the time.
cannot get it,
You
though,
can get
right?
yep. And then the other thing the only thing with Indian food that has proven true to me, it's the only type of food that you have to be like willing to eat because you will have to shit your life out.
So that's
It's gonna fuck you up.
I mean,
it's gonna fuck you up, bro.
I think of Along Came Polly.
Bro, it's gonna fuck you up. That happens to me every time.
That scene with Ben Stiller.
Yeah. But they ate Indian food. I haven't seen that movie.
They had Indian food on their date, and then he blew the bathroom up, overflowed, all type of
Nigga,
shit.
I almost missed my flight coming back from training because I had Indian food the day before.
It fucked your stomach up like that.
Nigga, I was in on my initial flight. I was in the bathroom. On my connecting flight, I was still in that bitch until they started calling boarding. And my nigga texted me like, "We're boarding." I said, "Hold on."
Damn.
No, I agree.
I was concerned.
I think
Your stomach got to be built for it.
I feel like if they buy a house, if you're Indian, I feel like you have to get a 2-bedroom because one has to be the diarrhea bathroom.
Damn.
That's the only way it comes out. That's the thing.
Right.
Well, their
It's like
guts
a
might be
swift
okay for
exit.
it.
Yeah,
If you
their
grew
bowels
up
are
off of
good,
it,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Their bowels are good for that shit.
I don't know. I ain't been behind too many Indian people that just took a shit either. So.
You haven't been behind too many Indians.
Bro, it's
I don't
really
know what
good
these niggas
food,
are doing in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
I think if you eat that much fiber, it's gonna happen that way.
Yeah, and they're normally, a lot of them are vegetarian too.
Right.
So
Right. It's like it's coming out of you that way. It's just how it's coming out.
Okay.
yeah.
That's just good, bro.
I
Just
love
get you
Indian
some
food. I
butter
think Indian
chicken,
food's
man.
delicious,
Butter
man.
chicken's good. Chicken masala, nigga. Get some of that shit.
Yeah, chicken masala, butter
chicken
chicken,
masala, butter chicken.
Before we go,
Garlic naan, nigga.
I went to this Mexican restaurant that's near here. Been here for years. I don't know why I never been there, but I went there and I asked. It's kind of straight in there. Like I'd say the prices are like slightly on the higher end.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely like $17 to $20 a plate
Mexican for Mexican.
for Mexican, which is kind of high. You know what I'm saying?
I've been going to
go.
Mexican restaurants like at lunch exclusively though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
The lunch specials.
maybe I'm damaged because I
It's
know
the lunch specials.
Yeah, maybe I've been just experiencing a lot of lunch specials and shit. Then yeah, because I'm like, damn, $20, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
ACP be like 11.
yeah, yeah. Like I'm okay
12.
with like spending 20, but I got a meal and I got an alcoholic drink.
Oh, but there's a margarita involved.
Yeah,
for $20.
for sure. Yeah,
but
yeah.
you haven't been there like after 5 or something.
Yeah, I guess I don't really go to
Yeah.
Mexican restaurants at night. It is normally during lunchtime. But yeah, I asked the chick, I'm like, yo, what's like most popular thing here? And she was like the seafood pasta. I was like, what the fuck? I'm
Seafood
like,
pasta.
bruh, it was the craziest shit I ever heard.
That's ridiculous.
And you ordered it?
I ordered it. It was fire.
I bet you it was good. I bet you it was good.
But it was, I felt dumb as
Yeah,
shit
that's
because it's
crazy,
just
yeah.
like I'm at a Mexican place. And you're telling me that seafood pasta, straight up seafood Alfredo pasta. That
That's
shit
crazy.
was fire.
This shit probably had like all kind of chili powder and it was seasoned. It probably
Nah, it
garlic.
was real Italian.
See, I've done that before though.
It
I've
was real
done
Italian,
seafood
bro.
at Mexican spots, but I've done it like in fajita form.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no.
I've even had like
This
soups,
is-
you know what I mean? Shit
This
like
is
that.
straight up a bowl of fucking Alfredo seafood pasta, nigga. That
That's
shit was
crazy.
crazy. It was good though. It was
Damn.
good as hell.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You
Maybe
never
that's the
know,
only
man.
reason. It's just like the way
Yeah.
they do it. It's just
But it was
like,
kind of lit in there. Like I feel like it might turn up, and the waitress was fine. Like the waitress was kind of
They're good for that. They're good for that. But what
Yeah.
They
which
put her out
spot was
front.
it?
She definitely had a BBL, huh?
definitely.
What'd you say?
I said which spot was it?
It was over near Kickback Jacks.
That new one, that one over there by the Biscuitville?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Kickback Jack, like
On that
close-
side.
on
that side.
the Belk side.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, over there. It's been there forever too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Because they got that other one that's kind of new. I still ain't been there.
Yeah, that used to be a Southern buffet spot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but they didn't make it through the pandemic.
I got to give it to you. You don't see a BBL every day in a Mexican restaurant. You be seeing them in Puerto Rican restaurants,
Facts. That's a fact.
Dominican restaurants.
That's a
and shit.
fact.
Which
Yeah.
that is disappointing because it's just like, well, shit. Most of y'all are born with that shit. Why are you
No,
doing
no,
that?
the BBLs are just that standard issue, bro. They're not
Shit.
born like that. They just all get the surgery. They like all get some kind of thing, or not all.
All
I mean, like,
get-
it's
yeah,
just
I was
so
about to
common.
say-
I'm not saying all, but like it's
Puerto
so
Ricans have been
common
around for
that
how
it
long?
seems like it's just
Honestly, bro, the amount of like Puerto Ricans and like Dominicans that get BBLs, they make it seem like it's $1,500. Like it's crazy.
I feel like that's really what it costs.
I feel like it's got to be more than that.
There's
I
some
hope
side,
it is.
they
I
have-
hope it is,
They have
man.
the end. They know the way.
I hope it is more.
That's
than
all.
that.
Especially in like Miami. Like when I was in Miami, bro, I was like, bro, these shits have to cost like $800.
Yeah.
I
max.
know. You're like the way to just
It's
everybody
everywhere,
got one.
bro.
Yeah.
And it's like all levels too. Like I saw some bad ones too, but it did not. Everybody still had.
Everybody has it.
Everybody had it still, but it was
agree.
like I definitely saw levels. But I'm like, this is crazy that this is like,
Commonplace.
bro. It was fucking crazy. It was like every like 3 out of 5 girls.
Yeah.
had a BBL.
Do you know what else is really common in like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Miami kind of ideal thing? is that moms be competing with their daughters. You'll see a mom walking down the street with her mom, with her daughter.
Fine ass 50, 60-year-olds.
And they mama has the same BBL.
I didn't even, dead ass. I didn't know who to pick.
Right.
I didn't know who to give it to.
They love doing that shit.
No, yeah.
They love doing that shit.
And I'm looking at the nigga, and I'm like, nigga, you're living the life, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife's
right.
still fine as fuck. Like, your wife is fine as shit, and she's definitely 60. I can tell. But she definitely looks like she's in her lower 50s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, skin tight,
They're
everything.
trafficking the daughter.
That's
this shit's lit.
That's gonna be our ex regional manager.
You know they love hiring them as regional managers.
See, she hasn't made the BBL thing.
She would. That would do it for her though, probably.
I don't think she's going to do it because at her age, I feel like she would have done it by now. And I feel like she was getting enough money to do it.
She was definitely getting enough money, but she had that thing about her where she was that type of lady.
Is that fair though?
Yeah, she was fine. Yeah, she was
Miami,
fine.
Hispanic,
She did.
older woman.
I think she's done it.
Professional.
She'll do Botox, but she definitely should have had a BBL.
I think she's already
by
done
now.
that, low key.
The Botox for sure. She
She's
definitely
already
had it
done
now,
that.
but like she would have had her butt done by now. If she wanted
she
to.
was.
And her
she was,
tits.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty common. I could
But
see
her
that.
face was fine though. She was missing body.
It's like call centers.
Yeah.
And and it's like the elementary school Atlanta teacher concept now, where it's like why are they all so bad now? Like why is
Oh man,
everyone?
these teachers are sexy, and they're going with these like.
It's like why is your
skin
teacher
tight-
sexy as fuck?
Yeah, this shit's fucked up. Real quick before we go though, because what time is it? Did y'all see Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the Childish Gambino one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
have not
good,
watched
man.
it. I heard good things though.
It's good.
Yeah, so I'm about to watch it then. 'cause-
Yeah, it's good. It's good, and it's like, you ever seen it? Oh, I don't want to spoil it. But what did frustrate me though is that like 3 episodes deep, I'm like, these niggas think this is a game still. I'm we 3-4 episodes deep. It's like, why do y'all think this is just some
we in deep. Like
What
this
the
is
fuck?
yeah.
What the fuck,
They
man?
operating like it's
They're
just
still
regular
having a
shit.
good time.
people have
kinda.
been dying
Yeah.
for 4
Like
episodes.
really
You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
too,
Yeah.
and y'all have done some of the killing. Like
Yeah, bro. I've seen you kill somebody, at least 2 people an episode.
yeah.
Wait, deep in what? Wait, what do you mean?
Just like they were treating that being an assassin just like
Too lightly.
I get what you're saying.
like a job at Walmart, just like we can put our 2-week notice
Bro,
in.
and then the way that the other
that was the
people,
point.
the way that the other people who were like higher up than them were like telling them about the next level, it like seemed like it wasn't gonna be that deep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then they like got dropped into some major shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all need to stop acting like it's not some crazy game out here. Like,
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Where that was the
Because that's
point
their
of the
lifestyle already. Like you have to assume that they were doing that before they even got that job. They were assassins, and then they just got into this whole.
That
shit.
was the only thing that they did. I feel like they didn't explain enough exactly what they did pre-thing.
Because I'm
And
sure
it-
in real life, like snipers just look at it as like, well, I'm just
Well,
a
yeah,
hired gun.
absolutely.
I'm
Just
just
killing
do my
No,
job.
but yeah, I get that, but I'm still saying they would make decisions that would directly put their life at risk.
yes,
Like their job wasn't serious.
yes.
I get
Or
what
like
you're saying.
life
I get what you're
threatening.
saying.
Yeah, like it's like they were doing life-threatening things willfully just because they felt like it.
But remember there were levels too, because they were like at level 2 and level 3
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and then they have
think
like
they
the
were-
life threatening ones where it's like
There
level
were
5.
underneath that. Like there were a couple levels underneath that.
Yeah. Like the first level is just like you have to deliver a package. And then the second level is like
Yeah.
it gets a little more life risk.
Yeah.
You know? So they seem like for the first couple, they were like 1 and 2 or something. And then
They came in directly into high risk.
And so,
No,
not to
they came
yeah, but
directly
they-
into
they-
high
but they
risk.
weren't into very high
No.
risk. Yeah, it's high risk and very high risk was like the next one. So
They never
were,
entered into very high risk.
No, they didn't. They stayed
Yeah,
at high
yeah,
risk.
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
they're high risk.
I remember like Donald Glover being like upset that it was so simple. Their first mission was just him have to like watch somebody at a restaurant. Remember, it was like he had to
He
watch.
was,
But
but then at the end, by the end of that episode, they realized why it was high risk.
Right.
Well, damn, I can't remember.
shit-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
won't say it, but yeah, it's like
okay.
they realized there was a moment that was like we could have died.
Yeah.
yeah, there was it was
yeah.
definitely a high. Every mission was high risk, and it felt like they kept playing with their lives, even though it felt like y'all barely had control over the situation.
They did that because
before.
it's like a comedic kind of thing.
That was the
had
comedic
to,
part?
'cause
Okay.
Otherwise, like when you think of contract killer, you think hitman, you think assassin, you think I'm calculated. Like
that
I'm
was
too,
the sloppiest killing I've seen in a
it's,
while.
all of
Yeah.
it was like kind of sloppy.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
Like we are like, you know, like this is not John Wick.
Right,
This
right,
is
right. It's
a comedy.
that's
first and
that's
foremost.
why. That's why.
So that's why I was like, things might be a little ridiculous.
It almost felt like they didn't get trained. It felt
it felt like they just applied.
It felt like
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it said. That's what it said at the beginning. It was like, let's just apply.
Ad?
They both had nothing left to go back to. Their lives were just like shit, and they were like, well, let's just apply for this shit. Like, that's how it came about too, low key.
That shit was kind of crazy. I'm like, so even when I get towards the end of it, I'm like, dang, y'all niggas are still struggling with some of these fights. Like, what the fuck? Y'all been fighting niggas for years. You haven't gotten better with the hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you're saying. But that's like a form of action. That's a type of action hero, though, isn't it? Though, where you kind of get your ass whooped and then but you always win, though.
Yeah.
Because
that's fight style.
That's definitely there.
Yeah, because remember, like we were talking about like realism and all that shit with John Wick, and then now we get it, and then we
the John Wick thing is cool, but like you said, it's like.
He's a superhero.
He's a superhero, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe this is what it looks like when it's real people fighting. Yeah, you get your ass kicked.
You kind of get your ass whooped, but in the end, the person, their foot gets wrapped with a piece of chain. They didn't notice it, and it pulls them off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. I don't like that shit.
I feel like that's literally like that's.
I'm only accepting so many of those.
You know what
moments.
I mean? It's a Wild Wild West style scenario.
Yeah, I'm only accepting so many of those moments.
Yeah.
You just keep getting lucky, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You won because you're villain.
Yeah, nigga, you've been killing niggas. It seems like for 5 years. Why you keep getting lucky? Like,
just luck.
Dumb
luck.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
I know
Just doing goofy
plot
shit.
armor.
They're sending actual assassins at you, and you're just like stumbling through this shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I did think it was good though.
Oh, you finished the whole thing?
I finished the whole thing. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's it for the 3-0 podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, everything. Run up the audio, do all that stuff. So
due diligence.
Yeah. I think we out of here.
All right, man.
Till the next.
Peace.